in that intro thing.
Yeah.
Woo! Eureka! Hey!
We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day.
We scoring touchdowns on this one.
Plays every day, yeah.
We ain't playing on this one. Hey, welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I am your host, Bogart Scott-Free. And man, I'm excited for this one. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a kindred spirit of mine. You know what I mean? I've been following this man's content for a good while. He's a true Renaissance man. You know, whether it's music or content creating or comedy or just his football isms, bro, he has it all, man. And with no further delay, I want to introduce the man, the myth, the host of Touchdowns with Doug Smith, my man, Doug Smith.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Hey,
Thank you for having me on the show, bro. Thank you so much.
Hey, I also want to say, Playmakers, he is a Sagittarius like me, so strap on your seatbelts. This is gonna be a wild one.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Strap on your seatbelts, because us Sagittarius are horsemen, so you finna get drilled on this episode. Get it!
Okay, so my man Doug, he's a Dolphins fan, so I'm gonna ask him a little bit about the Dolphins. We're gonna shoot the shit though. You know what I mean? We got plenty of good segments for you. Before we get to all the isms, we're gonna handle some quick housekeeping. Follow me at Bogard Scott Free World on IG. Follow me at the GMM Network on Twitter and IG. You know what I'm saying? We also want to shout out our sponsor, Milk and Honey TX, for all your CBD wellness and your CBD goodness. Go ahead and visit www.milkandhoneytx.com. Also, check us out at rumboys.com. That's rumboys with a Z, RUMBOYZ.com. That's where you're going to find all the latest and greatest articles from our innovative team of journalists. You know what I'm saying? Killing the game. Shout out to the gang. You know what I'm saying? Also, you're going to find all our merch there. You know what I'm saying? At rumboys.com. Get you some drippy swag. You know what I'm saying? And we want to send a special shout out to our official Rumboys sponsor, monkeyknifefight.com. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. For all you DFS lovers, go on ahead, monkeyknifefight.com. Go ahead and make you an account, and we will match your first deposit all the way up to $50 by using promo code RUMBOYS. monkeyknifefight.com. Use promo code RUMBOYS, RUMBOYZ, all caps. We'll go ahead and match your first deposit, and only your first deposit. So let me preface this. We'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. So don't fuck around and put $7 and get 14. You know what I'm saying? Put that $50, get $100 to fuck with, because the sports is coming back. You know what I'm saying? We're speaking it into existence. We got NBA's on the cusp of coming back. Football's around the corner. You know what I mean? I know the world's crazy right now. We will talk about that later. But just try to spread this positivity. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we can get this sports, because at the end of the day, sports is at the bottom of the list of things that the world needs right now. But I mean, if we can get it together and sports does come back, you're going to want this for daily fantasy sports lovers out there. Monkey Knife Fight. Use promo code RUMBOYS. Get your first deposit match all the way up to $50. Hey, Doug, my man Doug, go ahead and let them know where they can find you. Plug the YouTube channel, all the isms.
Man, what's going on, bro? Man, it's so good to be on this damn show, man. And man, like you said earlier, man, we kindred spirits, man. We're Sagittarius brothers, man.
Woo!
So it's so good to be on this show. So the name of my show, man, is yes, sir. Absolutely. Likewise, man. And it's great to be on here. And so, man, my name is Doug Smith. My channel is called The Touchdown with Doug Smith. Okay, man, it's your one-stop shop for football, man. Once fantasy football comes around, we're going to be covering that. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, but I try to be very blunt my opinions, and I always try to be non-biased and ultimately fair. Now, of course, I do football commentary as well, but I also do sports comedy as well too. I got told 3 comedy clips. I've been out actually 3. Let me see here. Just starting the 3rd month of my channel. I'm gonna say about 8,500 views. So last 2 months. So
awesome.
It's going really, yeah, man. It's cranking. I usually this week and God rest the beautiful soul, George Floyd and everybody who are victims of police violence. This week, I'm only dropping 1 video, but man, every single week, man, I drop anywhere between 2 to 3 videos, man. So
yeah,
I'm real active. If you're looking for me, obviously YouTube, The Touchdown with Doug Smith. I am on TikTok. It's just at The Touchdown. And then also I am on Instagram at The Touchdown with Doug Smith. So, and then my Facebook page is also The Touchdown with Doug Smith. And
bro,
Twitter
your
sucks,
TikTok's got to be lit.
Man, it's weird. I'm figuring it out.
I'm just saying though, like you know. I mean, I bet you the content you put on there is fucking hilarious because you're fucking hilarious, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. My videos, man. I got a dude who gets beat to death for trying to ruin the Miami Dolphin shine by being a whack ass Patriots fan. We got all kinds of stuff on there, man. So yeah, I'm a one-man show on the show. I used to be part of a channel. I actually still am part of the channel, but it's called War and Peace 210. We cover politics, hip hop, music. That is actually just coming back this week. Shouts out to Side Kazama. Shouts out to Ill Since Birth. Those are my homies. They're the main dudes running the channel, but I got my hand in that as well too.
Nice.
But yeah, the Touchdown with Doug Smith, that's all me. And as my man said, I'm a Renaissance man. I'm all over the place. So I'll be
and he's barred up too, Playmakers. He's barred up like your boy Bogart Scott Free is. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I swear, I'm like, shout out to my man Jemo the Icon. He's our fellow Sagittarius brother as well, where it's like he's a rock star, content creator. Like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just how the stars align for us. You know what I mean? Like, we have that.
Sagittarius is the best sign. I don't care, man.
Hey, listen. It's the best kept secret, but you know, and I think the world doesn't want to hear that because they know it's true. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's fighting for second place. That's all I gotta say.
And you know what's dope too is that like we get along with every sign. You know, yes, we do bump heads with a few. You know what I'm saying? Like I tend to bump heads with Geminis and Tauruses, but then I also have some of my best friends in the world are Geminis and Tauruses, where we just have, you know what it is? It's just we just have the greatest debates, I should say. Maybe me, you know what I'm saying? But man, we're just so great. We could do a whole podcast talking about how great we are. You know what I mean?
We're kind of a pretty damn big deal. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Well, you know what else is a big deal? Is my man Doug Smith, Playmakers. So, you know, I want them to get more familiar with my guy right here. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and let them know a little more about yourself and just, you know what I'm saying, where you come from, because I know you're basically from the world. You know what I mean?
Yes. Man, my pops, shouts out to my pops, man. He was in the United States Navy, 21 years, man.
Yep, shout out to Pops.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. That's Doug Senior right there. I'm just Junior. But
nice. I'm a junior too.
Hey,
look at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But man, you know, it's crazy. So, obviously this is like a freaking 10-hour story. I'm gonna summarize it here. But born in Port Charlotte, Florida, the crazy state of Florida, Sunshine State.
Yeah.
Gunshine State, if you into that kind of thing. But yeah, man, Florida, that's my home state. Dad joined the Navy when I was like 3. He was an amateur surfer before he joined the Navy, man. So he's just a straight up Florida surfer boy, man. He done all the crazy things, man. But yeah, he joined the military, served our country. Man, we was in, to summarize, we were in Wales, over in England. Lived in Okinawa, Japan for 6 years. San Diego, shouts out to Cali. Washington State, very briefly. Rhode Island. And then later as an adult, I just kind of became a drifter, man. I was in Colorado. I did 1 year of college football for New Mexico Highlands University. Shouts out to all my Cowboys. And those are only Cowboys that get love. Just let me throw it out there.
Hey, you know, I'm a Niner, so you know what I mean? Yeah, there ain't no love coming from my direction for them. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the Cowboy fans out there, though. You know what I'm saying?
The cool ones. Listen, man, I'm assuming some of them are good. But when they come into the football stadiums, I'm assuming they're just not sending their best. Some of them are thugs and rapists and pieces of shit who annoy all of us. Anyway, back to the story.
Uncle Jared. Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Oh yeah. So man, I did a year of college football. I was on the practice squad. Man, if y'all try to look me up, you probably ain't gonna find no damn highlights because I was on the practice squad. But I got some pictures and stuff, man. And I enjoy. If you look at my trailer to my show, the Touchdown with Doug Smith. The trailer, actually, yeah, I have a few pictures of college football days on there, man. But
nice.
Man, got married, became a freaking adult. Yeah, 31 now. I have two beautiful little girls, Jay and Elle. I'll just say that, and then my wife Jay, and been married for 11 years. And you know, it's crazy, man. The touchdown was, War and Peace 210. You know, brother, and man, shouts out to my homies, man. We had a creative differences, basically. I'll leave it at that, man. Everything's between us. But we split up, and I was like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What does Doug want to do? Do I want to take and go back into talking about politics? Do I want to get talking about hip hop? And man, one thing that we all love, and just can't get enough of is fried chicken. No, I'm just kidding.
Love
football. So I started a channel, man. Let me see here, March 29th, I think, was my first day, man. And I just bust out a trailer, and that turned into another episode, and then I started busting out some comedy clips. And my first ever comedy clip, man, is 2.5 thousand. So yeah, 2,500.
Wow.
And it's only been out for 2 months. It was actually the day. It was my reaction to Tua Tagovailoa getting drafted.
I seen
by the
that.
Dolphin.
That shit is fucking hilarious. Oh my, bro! I was like maybe 10 seconds in before I was like, oh, I gotta get this guy on. I was like, there's no fucking way. And I remember showing my girl, because she was like, why are you laughing so hard? I was literally laughing out loud, and I was like, watch this guy. And you know, my girl, she's a hardcore Niners fan. Like her whole family is like kind of like mine, right? But she don't. You know, she doesn't really get it. And, you know, outside of the Niners, she doesn't really get it. You know what I mean? But so she's just like, well, what is he so excited about? Like, you know, and I'm like, it's Tua, baby. Like, I'm like, never mind. You know what I mean? But her initial reaction was like, he's such a Sagittarius. And I was like, and then when you told me that last night, that's why I was dying. I was like, oh my God, my girl pinpointed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, she deals with me where she could point them out. Like we're definitely the type that like if there's a long line at a fried chicken joint, right? Like you know we're probably gonna end up talking with whoever's around us. You know what I mean? Because we're just cool people.
Good spot to do that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so continues.
Oh yeah. So no, you're good, brother. Yeah, feel free to cut in, man. But yeah, man, I started the channel, man, and one thing about me, man, I always got a lot to say. Man. I got my Dak Prescott video. I got my dark horses of the 2020 season. I mean, I cover a lot of different things, man. A lot of different players that nobody's ever heard of, and I just graduated college, so I may even try to get to the point where I'm dropping a video probably 3 times a week. But yeah, man, I'm always cranking out videos, cranking out hits, man. And it's only going to get better, man. Eventually, I'm going to be doing. I'm actually currently
that's actually my monarchy of living. Hashtag IOGB. It only gets better. I've been living by that mantra for like 10 years now. I was actually coming off a DMT trip, and I was just like, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, dang, it only gets better. Just life, everything, even when the fucked up shit happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it's not like, okay, well, it's gonna automatically only get better. No, like it only gets better, but you have to put in the work too. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely, man. But yeah, man, the show, man, it's gonna get damn good, man. And man, I'm honestly, man, I'm just trying to build a freaking place where people could come in there, talk crap to each other, keep it real with each other, get excited with each other, for each other's football teams. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, I just wanted to really be a home base for football, man. All things football. A little pissed off the XFL ain't cracking. I was gonna be cranking out a lot of heat on that, man.
Yeah, man, and because Vince McMahon finally had that thing rolling, like it looked legit. Like it wasn't like a joke like the first time around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this was legit. And but then just like the first time around, he ended up taking a fat L. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Poor
fat
guy.
L. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. But you know what, man? It's for sale, so hopefully someone takes and buys it, man.
Well, I got $5 on it. You know what I'm saying? Want to throw in? Let's throw in.
Hey, let's get it, man.
Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know what's crazy, man? Yes, speaking of football, man, in different leagues, I'm working on a documentary right now. It should be dropping in the next 4 to 5 weeks. It's going to be about American football in Japan. And I'm going to talk about Bo Jackson's time over there. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Place me up.
Yeah, man, I'm going to have an interview on there with David Motu. He actually plays for Panasonic's team. And so basically what happens is the league is called the X League. And the X League, it's if you check it out, man, it's amazing. Dude, 40,000 people will freaking show up to games, fill up stadiums. Dude, they're drinking beer, man. They're freaking partying. They're celebrating.
What's that good Japanese brew? It starts with a T.
Orient.
There
Orient.
you go. There it is.
Orient. Yeah, man. Orient. Yeah, that's like the beer of the country.
Yeah.
It's the most popular, man. But yeah, we're working on that right now. And then in the meantime, man, just cranking out hits. Man, I'm going to say this about my next comedy clip. It's going to be dropping within the next 7 days. Like I said, this week I'm going to put it on hold. But next week is dropping. And all I'm going to say is that a dog dies. That's all you're going to hear. There's going to be a dog.
Spoiler alert.
If you're part of PETA, I'm sorry.
Listen, PETA's came for me on several occasions. You know what I'm saying?
No, what happened? What happened?
Nah, just fucking around. I'm very elusive. You know what I'm saying? Very elusive.
You can't shake me.
Oh shit! You know what? When I kind of did you ever grow up on Doug the cartoon?
Man, let me tell you about that damn show. Okay, so yes, I did grow up. I love it. You know, I'm 31. So.
I'm Mr. Dink then. You know, very expensive. You know what I'm saying? Douglas. He was balling off, Mr. Dink.
And Skeeter was the homie, man. He's like, "What's up there, dog?"
Skeeter Valentine. Okay, yeah. See, hey, remember when you text me? You're like, "Don't worry about off." He's like, you can ask me anything, bro. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna go off the script all day."
Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, no, Doug was a great show, and I remember in elementary school, man, people used to send me home crying, like first grade. I'm like, "Fucking hate that show." I'm not dating Patty Mayonnaise. Like, you know, man, hey, but you know, shout out to all my Dougs out there because guess what? We got a dance called the Dougie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got
Dougie Fresh.
You look at a lot of commercials. There's people named Doug, cartoons, people named Doug. It's been a very popular name the last 7 years. It's crazy, man.
In that show, The King of Queens, he was with a baddie, with the Italian. He was with that Italian bird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what else is cool? Because it rhymes with tug, so I can call you, it rhymes with jug, I should say, so I can call you Doug or not. You know what I mean? That's kind of cool. You know what I mean? It's settled. That's what I'm calling you, Doug or not.
Check this out. So I'm such a big Tupac fan. Like, Tupac is my favorite rapper of all
Tupac.
time. Like, and like he's made me cry. He's made me laugh. He's made me get amped up for Revolution. Everything. He's my favorite music artist ever. So my Xbox Live name is Doug Life instead of Thug Life.
Yeah. Hey, he lifts up his shirt. He got it tatted across the belly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Lift up my shirt, you just see stretch marks.
But see the stretch. If you squint your eyes, the stretch marks look like it spells Doug Life. You know what I'm saying?
Need a cheeseburger in my stomach. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Check this out, Doug.
Yeah.
So the Miami Dolphins, right? I happen to believe like they had a top 5 draft, like top 5 as in like if I was to rate like I happen to believe the Broncos, the Jets, and the Browns really knocked it out the park. And then like one of my honorable mentions is the Dolphins. You know what I mean? Because they seemingly were able to fill a ton of holes. You know what I mean? They acquired a bunch of these picks over the past couple seasons. And they spent them well. I mean, but and it seems like you're geared up for the immediate future. I mean, you got your QB of the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wasn't even in free agency. You brought over Byron Jones, who's going to play second corner to Xavier Howard, who's beast. Xavier Howard's top 3, bro. I feel like side note, I feel like the AFC East has the top 3 corners. It's Gilmore, Tre'Davious White, and Xavier Howard. Just fucking phenomenal. Like I'm always weary of starting my stud receivers against those guys. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like so. With all that said, you know what I mean, with the Dolphins, and it seems like they knocked this out the park. They filled a bunch of holes. I mean, but
Yeah.
you being a Dolphins fan and you
Okay.
you having that microscope on them, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, the forensics, you know, you're breaking
Yes.
it down, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With going through it with a fine tooth comb, you know what I mean? Did they miss on anything? Like, you know, did they cover all the holes? Like you know, from the outside looking in, like how I see it, or like, you know, are they lacking in some places that you might be worried about still?
Yeah, man, that's a great question, man. So we hit every single thing. Every single thing. Not only so at the beginning of the offseason, right? We had more money than any NFL team.
Yep.
Any NFL team. And we have more draft picks, draft capital. And we got draft capital, baby. You could do a lot of things. So I'm gonna answer your question, but man, we've done everything. So one thing Miami has not we've stayed with receivers, we've stayed with good running backs, but the trenches have sucked so bad.
Yeah, because
right,
the lines were bad, but now you
my
soup
gosh.
them up. Like I think your
Yeah.
line is, especially your O line, bro, and your D line. But bro, like yes, to go to what you effortlessly said. Yes, the trenches. Go ahead.
The trenches,
continue.
and that's where all battles are won, man. And it's, you know, when you get those picks, they're not sexy picks. They're not like, whoa, you got this great receiver. No, you got some like 320-pound dude who's gonna knock your favorite D lineman on his ass is what's gonna happen, and we gonna run the ball 20 yards of the damn field. So so yeah, man, we did really, really good. We got Robert Hunt from he came from Louisiana Lafayette, Raging Cajun, excuse me. We got him, man. We got Karras, who was a starting offensive lineman for the New England Patriots.
Yep.
We got Action Jackson, Austin Jackson, but I call him Action Jackson.
Yeah, I like
played for USC, man. So man, and then we got a few other guys, man. We got was it Shaq Calhoun? We got
hell of a name, Shaq Calhoun. I love that name.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, man, we got a lot of really big names, man. And dude, I am so freaking excited, man. Like, you have no clue, man. We took it. Shouts out to 49ers, man. We got Matt Breida, man. That was
the cheetah. You know what I mean? He's phenomenal, dude.
Yeah, he is.
And like, cause you know, low key, bro. They call him the cheetah for a reason. He is fast, bro.
Yeah. Oh heck yeah. And then on top of that, you got Jordan Howard. Okay, so new additions there.
Yeah.
And follow me.
Jordan Howard's a banger.
You mentioned Stephon Gilmore. And yes, he is a top three. I'll argue, man, he's top three cornerback in the freaking league. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't play that way against Devontae Parker last year. Oh, he styled on him.
I ain't gonna lie. He tends to have trouble with receivers that are, you know, the lengthier, tall. You know, like what is Devontae Parker, like 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah. 6'2",
right?
6'3", yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can remember someone, you know, like, even like a Corey Davis, bro. Corey Davis, he's played against Stephon Gilmore on like 3 different occasions, and he balls on him. It's hella, he styles on him. So, I mean, maybe it's a size thing. Plus, Devontae Parker he's ill. I mean, I think arguably Ryan Fitzpatrick, the Magic Man, is the best quarterback who's ever thrown him the ball. You know what I mean? Because look at who he's dealt with. He's dealt with goddamn Tannehill, down at Matt Moore, down to Jay Cutler. And Jay Cutler he'll throw that fucked up, he'll throw the fucked up 50-50 ball and just have his man get blasted in the air and like, yeah,
exactly, man. And it's crazy, man, because like Devontae Parker has changed. I don't recognize him no more. Because I'll be real with you, before this season, I was like, get rid of his ass. He sucks.
Bro, I so wanted him when there was a trade rumors. I was like, let's get him.
Yo, it was crazy, yeah, because I thought he got traded to the Colts, and it's crazy. I have a donation bag anytime like a football player who I like gets traded. I get rid of, I usually trade their jersey, except for Jarvis Landry. I still got it. He'll be back one day.
Juice.
But man, I have a Air Park. It's like a Michael Jordan T-shirt, but it's Devontae Parker catching a ball. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite shirts. But yeah, I pulled out the donation bag when I found out he was staying. I'm like, you get one more year. Man, I was pissed. But yeah, man. But back to your question, man. Man, we drafted another cornerback in the first round. I want everybody to remember this name, Noah Igbonehi.
Yeah.
He's the son
I'm just calling him Noah because his last name's so hard to pronounce.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know you're great if people take the time to pronounce your confusing last name.
Yeah.
But he's the son of 2 Olympic sprinters. Well, actually, his dad used to race against Carl Lewis. Shouts out to the great Carl Lewis. But yeah, man. So
he used to race against actual cars, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely, man.
Automobiles.
So, yeah, the guy is a ball hawk, and you look on the stats. I'm like, you don't look too good, but I mean, you have too many
he's gonna
stats
play
if
nickel.
you're blocking the passes.
He's gonna play nickel.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
And
yeah,
I will say this. I will say that. I mean, if I was to evaluate any, or give some constructive criticism to young Noah, I think he doesn't turn his head around fast enough. I mean, he used to he was a receiver, turn cornerback. So it's like you would imagine that you would be able to turn your head around fast enough. But if he's guarding a slot receiver, you know what I mean? He might not have to track the balls coming his way. You're basically gonna have your eyes on the quarterback already. You know what I mean? Because it's all the shorter A-dot throws. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, man, we got him, and and we beefed up that D line, man. We got Afeni Ogba, I believe it is.
Ogba
from Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs.
Bring it up.
We got Kyle Van Noy. Yes, sir. We got Raekwon Davis from Alabama, Roll Tide.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be over. He's gonna be joining our
you guys still got the other Raekwon too, McMillan?
Raekwon McMillan, Jerome Baker.
Wow, your guys' front seven is nasty, dog.
Beagle.
Oh my God.
Beagle was a guy who was just like, he was just trade collateral. Like, he was a freaking nobody. Dog, he styled. He styled last year, man. He did so damn good, man.
You ain't lying.
So, and obviously we lost Rashad Jones. He was one of those people. I'm one of those people, I ain't gonna lie, and I'll admit when I'm biased. If there's a player who I love seeing in that jersey, I don't want him to play for any other team, it's Rashad Jones. So that was tough seeing him go, but he's been banged up for
for so
2
long.
consecutive years. Yeah, and for a while he was leading the NFL, I think in the 2016, 2017 season, I think it was.
Sacks, right? And tackles, right?
And tackles, because our D line was trash. Linebackers were trash. So he's
oh snap! That's right. Those were the when you guys had the Robert Quinn and Olivier. Or no, was Olivier gone already by that time?
Olivier Vernon. He left 2015, 2016 around there.
2016 for sure. That's when he went to the Giants. That's right.
And here's the thing about and this is okay. So everything trickles down from the top. Okay, it's just like America has a lot of problems because it trickles down from the top. Same thing with football teams. It trickles down from the top.
And
so
Adam Gase, when you got him the fuck out of there, it was just like,
gosh, him and his serial killer eyes, dude. I just picture him. He just goes home and gives his wife
He's on.
Dude, I picture him like going home and like giving his wife an Irish Catholic smack in the face. He just looks like a scumbag. Like, hey, honey, how's work?
I don't even think he's married. I think he has cats.
Oh yeah, he looks like a cat guy.
He does look like a cat guy.
Oh yeah, that's probably because he's a pussy. Anyway.
Yes, I second that. He's definitely an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So all right, so Ross. Okay, let's talk Jeffrey Ross. Okay. So the thing with Ross, man, is that for years he wanted to be, and no pun intended, make the big splash of free agency. Ndamukong Suh, let's pay him more than a quarterback. That's a horrible idea. A horrible idea. years we're like, I'm like, let's get Mike Wallace. That's a great idea. Let's pay him stupid amounts of money. Horrible idea. You know what I mean? Like, a quarterback is Ryan Tannehill. He's running around like a madman. He still doesn't have an O-line. Therefore, you can't develop him. Therefore, your defense is getting tired. Very, very easy. You know what I mean? So eventually, fast forward to the 2019 offseason, we made a franchise-changing decision to hire the great future Hall of Fame. I'll even claim it in advance, Brian Flores. Now, people are coming to the Miami Dolphins because they love Brian Flores. They love the culture he's built. Dog, he won 5 games and beat one of the best NFL teams with, you know what I mean, with nobodies, a bunch of nobodies, you know what I mean, strictly based off a scheme. He is, if football was a game of chess, he'd be a master chess player. And people got to remember, New England Patriots' last 2 championships are because of Brian Flores.
You ain't lying. And like
Seattle Seahawks game, and man, I love me some Russell Wilson, man. I love Marshawn, but man, it is because of Brian Flores that interception happened. It is because when he went up against Wade Phillips, the great Wade Phillips, was a wonderful defensive coordinator for the Rams, but he outcoached him.
Mm-hmm.
So could you imagine with all these pieces of the puzzle? I mean, the Bills could kick rocks. The Jets are always going to suck because they got our sloppy seconds. And the New England Patriots?
That's actually our next. That's kind of going to segue us.
Let's segue.
Actually.
Let's get it. Yes, sir.
But actually, before we segue,
I'm amped up. I want to fight.
No, I like it. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You know what? You might need to mail me one of them jerseys, one of them Dolphins jerseys. I got a ride for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I do want to say though, your defense is modeled. They're modeling that thing. Wait, hold on one second. Yo, you're live on the GMM network, right here on the Real Fantasy Playmakers. What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Hey, I'm on with my man, Doug Smith from the Touchdowndoug Smith. Hilarious.
Yes,
this dude's hilarious, bro. This is Justin from Clock Management. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up, Justin?
Oh, what up?
Yeah. What's happening, Just?
Not much, man. I was just saying what you're up to. You guys recording right now?
Yep. You're making a special guest cameo appearance. But yeah,
I'll let you guys get back.
Yeah, for sure, brother. I'll go ahead and I'll give you a call as soon as I'm done over here. You know what I'm saying?
Cool, bro. I'll talk to you later.
For sure, brother. Everybody subscribe to Clock Management Fantasy Football on YouTube. Hell of a content. You know what I'm saying? Oh, also it's also my fellow brother from the Rum Boys. You know what I'm saying? Gang. Just I'll hit you back.
Peace, man.
Peace. You know what? Normally I don't pick up any phone calls, but that's one of those ones where it's like, he's one of my colleagues. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah. You know what I mean? And also because I love throwing being able to throw your name out there too, because you know what I'm saying? Like he's someone you definitely want to work with too. He's great, man. You know what I'm
heck yeah. Hey, always open. Always
okay,
open.
So with B Flow, right? B Flow,
Yeah.
He over there making that defense look like the structure, how they structured in New England. Because New England's defense is always built from the secondary on up. Like my Niners, we're built from the front on back. Where it's like
that is true.
You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have a super active front. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all is gonna be like, dude, with Byron Jones and Xavier Howard and Noah, bro. There's gonna be so much coverage sacks. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be like New England. And you know what I mean? Like yeah. Okay, so
pissing a lot of people off.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We'll get there. Yes, sir.
So check this out. With the absence, or the pilgrimage out of New England for TB12, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He's down there in your home state now. You know what I'm saying? Your born state, I should say, because you are the earth is your turf. You know what I'm saying? I will say that. You know
yes, sir.
But
love it.
Now with TB12 gone, why in the fuck is everyone automatically crowning the Buffalo Bills? One, it's not like Bill Belichick left, so it's like if you were to ask me, just on paper as it stands right now, I'd probably still make them the front runners just because, they historically are great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even in the small little blips, minus a TB12. I'm saying they went like 11-5 that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With was it Castle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I'm just saying, like, or even the year that he was suspended. They went what? They went 4-0. You know what I'm saying? That year he was suspended, and they did it with Jimmy G. That handsome devil, you know what I'm saying? They did it with Jacoby Brissett, the grilled beef brisket, as I like to call him. You know what I'm saying? And he was the first African American QB to start for New England. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like they could. I'm not automatically going to crown Stedman or they're calling him Studman, which I think is, I hope he's trash so I can call him Bumman. You know what I mean? Like, do you agree with this statement that the Buffalo Bills you're just crowning them AFC East champs already?
I'm gonna sing a little song to you, my friend.
Okay.
Do you remember a program called Vine?
Yep. Fuck yeah, I remember Vine.
Oh hell no! I
remember that shit.
Hell no! Hell no. Let me tell you why. Now, listen, here's the thing. All right, so my Dark Horses video, I'll admit. If you haven't watched the video yet, here it is, little spoiler. New England Patriots are winning teams because I believe Dickman, whatever his name is, okay?
Dickman.
I believe
Let's go with
has
that.
the best. He looked pretty good the few times I saw him playing preseason. Yeah, he looked straight.
He's the preseason Dawn, bro.
Here's the thing. All right, so I'm going to rewind, then I'm going to answer your question. So it's going to become a loaded answer. Here it is. But, okay, why did Dak Prescott do so damn good when Tony Romo came out, when he got injured? Because there wasn't no damn film on him, and everybody was ready for Tony Romo.
Very true.
You know what I mean? And the guys, they play different. And I'm not saying Dak is garbage. That's all the story, all the controversy, but that's why he did good. I think if Stidham is a game manager and does not turn the ball over and can make some of those plays that, hey, Tom Brady, old man Faithful was not able to make, I think they'll be straight. Because guess what? They still have all the pieces. They still got the receivers. But it's not going to be the same. Because here's the thing. You're stepping into freaking Brady. There's only been a few times in NFL history, shouts out to the 49ers, but when Steve Young stepped in place of the great Joe Montana,
yeah,
that was one of the few times.
And
then,
bro,
course,
I think he sat behind him since for damn hell of years, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell of years.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's only been a few times in NFL history, Favre and Rodgers, and
Favre.
only been
Yeah.
Favre. Yes,
hey,
sir.
hey, remember at what was it? Something about Mary? She said, "Come on, bro. I already told you. I'm a Niners fan." You know what I mean?
Oh.
Because he was like, "Well, what about Brett Favre?" Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, so I would be more than willing to answer your question. I'd be more willing to give the New England Patriots. I would be more to give them an edge than the Bills. But here's the thing. Guess who I also had in the video?
The Dolphins.
And here's the thing. You have a team full of people. They're trying to create an all-star team. We're trying to win now. But we hit all the spots we need to. We have a good balance of predominantly veterans, but also young players as well, too. And some of these young players, dude, they've been starting for, 3 years. The Raekwon McMillans, Jerome Bakers, man, they're ready to freaking bust some heads. And then we have my only question with the Miami Dolphins. When are you going to start Tua? When are we going to start Tua? Because the guy's ready to play, man. He's ready to play. But here's the thing.
You think with that Bo Jackson injury, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're definitely tying it to every time anyone mentions Tua's hip. Bo Jackson had it. Bo Jackson, hell of an athlete. But after that, he never came back.
And everybody uses that damn analogy. And could it be true? Of course. And hey, I've been wrong tons of times. But look at all the NFL players.
I'm never wrong.
I'm never wrong.
My hit rate is so trash. No, I'm just kidding. Except for in fantasy playmakers, But yeah, continue.
But man, look at how many NFL players, right, who are injury prone. Curtis Martin in college, man. All these NFL players, and they went on to have phenomenal years.
Hey, look at Frank the Tank. Look at the immortal one. He had 2 torn ACLs.
Oh, Frank Gore.
Yeah, coming out of college, and he just...
Willis McGahee.
Yeah, McGahee.
Yeah, tons. And here's the thing. People don't realize those injuries were years ago, and they still were able to rebound quick. The way technology and modern medicine, man, Tua is taken care of, my man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
And let's not forget steroids, too. Let's not forget the wonderful world of steroids and HGH. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, especially with doctors and everything not being able to really fuck with these players in the quarantine shit, bro, I'd be juicing. I'd be like, I got enough time to go ahead and piss clean. We're going to go ahead and get juiced to the gills.
Hey, it'd be like, hey, check this out. It's the contract year. Bobby, hit me in my right ass cheek.
Oh, shit. I love that call. I love that reference. What is that? Talladega?
Oh, I just made it up myself.
Oh, okay.
Completely, yeah. Freestyling.
I like it.
So I'm more than likely to take and give the Miami Dolphins the upper hand than the New England Patriots. Now, I would take and say that if I was not a Miami Dolphins fan, and here's why. We now got a better damn defense than the Patriots. We got their best freaking defensive coach. And he was there. He wasn't there for 2-3 years. Homie was there for over a freaking decade.
Bro, when you guys marched into goddamn New England, right in there, marched in into Gillette Stadium. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, made for a man. How does the saying go? Made for a man, or she's like Gillette. The best a man can get, even, right?
Yeah,
he went up in there for, you know what I'm saying, the goddamn Gillette Stadium, and you gave them a nice clean shellacking, a nice clean shave with the Magic Man. And it helps that he knows their whole scheme. He knows their whole everything. You know, B-flow. With that said, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And we have a guy like Tua Tagovailoa who has a low interception touchdown rate. High touchdown, low interception ratio. You know, the guy, has he been banged up? Sure, yeah, absolutely, man. But some of the injuries were just regular football injuries, man. And the media, Lord Jesus, we can't trust the damn media. We cannot trust them for even the damn coronavirus, man. And has the man been banged up? Yes.
Along with the internet and the media and these looters right now, they're undefeated, man. Bro, I seen a video of these looters. Side note, real quick, I seen a video, and they had a goddamn crane, bro, with a wrecking ball, and they were tearing up a police station.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I can't lie. I cheered that one. Like, I'm not really with the fuck shit at all. I think it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? But but I also understand, you know what I mean? Because, you know, the frustration and everything.
A lot of pain.
But I thought that one was phenomenal. They hijacked a crane with a wrecking ball and just tearing down the police station. I was like, wow. But
it's crazy.
So they are definitely undefeated, these looters. You know what I mean? Along with the media, you know, to go back what you're saying, along with the media and the internet. But yes, so the media is gonna definitely get a hold of an injury, and it's just Bo Jackson, the hip, blah blah blah, and like his name carries such a weight. You know what I mean? That like, And you know what, Doug? In true, you know, if B-Flow, he is a disciple that came from Bill Belichick. Hey, I wouldn't doubt he was like telling the media, more Bo Jackson comparisons with the injury, so no one will want to look at him because we gonna get him. You know what I mean?
I was like, say that we're trying to trade up to take and get such and such. We're trying to trade back, and you're hearing all the craziest rumors. You even had Mike Tannenbaum, that freaking clown.
Yeah, he's a clown, dude. He's trash.
He's like, look, I'm really good in stupid khaki pants got from Walmart, damn Dockers. He goes with his hands crossed.
Rock some Dickies at least. Have some type of respect for yourself.
Respect your damn self. But yeah, man, honestly, man, so when it comes to him, man, it's crazy because he was going on TV and saying, and I'm assuming it's a damn blatant lie to Ross, you know, taking and saying, oh yeah, I'm very good friends with him. Yeah, they just don't feel comfortable getting Tua Tagovailoa. They're more than likely to take
Rick Ross coming out. Rick Ross even came out. He was like, "Huh," you know what I mean? Like he came out and said, "Bo Jackson." You know what I mean? Like,
Ricky Rose.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, I know this is football. This is football issues, but you know, all the Pitbull. What do you think about Tua's injury? Culo. You know what I'm saying?
Get in the window. Culo.
You know, the culo is connected to the hip. You know what I mean? He's like,
man. Hey, you know who's a Dolphins fan? I don't mean to go off topic.
No. Please do. Shouts
out to Josh Gad.
Oh, word? He's a
guy
Fins
from the
fan?
Frozen movie. He's a Miami Dolphins fan. Oh my gosh. You know, before we just
gotta reach out to him. You gotta reach
Larry
him on
King and all the Miami rappers like Trick Daddy. I was like, that's all we had. But damn it, we got Josh Gad on our side. We gonna be all right.
You also got the baddest chick, Trina. You know Trina's shaking that fin. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, all of Miami, man, all the Miami rappers, man, they you know what I mean? Like, hey, they Dolphins fan. And look at all the football players who come. Here's the thing, too, I want to take and mention. Always confused me because, hey, you get a kickback in taxes if you live in Florida. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The weather's beautiful. You know what I mean? It's a wonderful place.
I've been to Florida.
Yeah, man. And here's the thing. Look how many football players come from South Florida, man.
Yeah,
oh, my gosh.
I mean, everybody from Frank the Tank to Deion Sanders to Michael Irvin, bro. Like, and that's why Michael Irvin loves cocaine so much. You know what I mean?
hanging out with them Cubans.
Yeah. Eating them Cuban Sammies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Oh, for sure, man. But yeah, man, basically to answer your question, man, the culture there, man. Culture is so important in football, man. It really is. And everybody got their own style. Listen, Bill Belichick got a Nazi camp. Okay, he has this thing that seems to work for him. You know, they got a lot of good Anglo-Saxon football players.
Yeah, I used to like to. I referred to them as the Super Bowl supremacists. That's what I always referred to them as. You know what I mean?
And then on top of that, you have Pete Carroll, who is having Nerf gun fights. You know?
Yeah.
And then
you mean Ellen DeGeneres' estranged twin brother?
Oh, that shit.
I think he is Ellen DeGeneres, actually.
We are all children of Ellen. Yeah, man. But you know, everybody has their own style. B-Flow is very loose, but damn it, you better not mess him over in practice. Here's the thing: the Miami Dolphins were one of the lowest teams in the NFL, if not the lowest team in the NFL, when it comes to penalties.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
bro.
very, very disciplined. When you having chess, man, you don't want to sacrifice the wrong pawn. You don't want to make the wrong move, man, because that 5 yards could be what cost you the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you want to be.
B-Flow, he got that. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that you referenced the culture change, because, you know, he also has that Hispanic background where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, the fan base is going to connect with him. Yeah, like, because, you know, you got a lot of you know, Puerto Ricans and Cubans and stuff. You know, just Hispanics in general. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah, good gateway to Latin America.
Yeah, the Latinos is eminent over there. You know what I mean? And you know, I can see him. Like, you know, oh, you said 5 yards. You know, maybe they needed a yard to get that first down. And, you know, he's over there, mira. You know what I'm saying? Just Ben Aki. You know what I mean?
Man, I encourage everyone, though, if you get a chance, go to YouTube. I believe it's called Brian Flores. Just type in Brian Flores story or underdog story, and you learn about him. He's from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, man. This dude started from the freaking bottom, man. Oh, my gosh.
Shout out to Brownsville.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Hey, you know that means he's a tough son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, he's strapped up. I guarantee you, on that sideline, he's with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't playing.
He's coming from Brownsville. He ain't playing.
Hey, yo, did you see in that Jets game where we barely lost? Dude was about to freaking punch a ref in the face.
Yeah, you talking about the extreme field goal game?
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
that's gotta be a record, man. And if it's not, my version's better. Cause so many goddamn field goals in that game.
Man.
And they carried the kicker off the field for the Jets.
Like, dude, wow. Jets suck. Hey, listen.
Hey, shout out to my homie Morris from the Slow Grind. Shout out to my homie Joe from Turn Up the Jets. But I do gotta say, you know what I'm saying? I do gotta say, yo, the Jets they just might be they just might be as cursed or more than the Browns.
Oh, yeah, but here's the thing about the Jets. They need to take that jet and fly over to England and stay there. Straight up, man.
I mean, it would make sense for one of those New York teams to go to the UK if they, cross the pond if they were.
Become like the London Monarchs or something like that, or some,
Call them the Bloats. I would love that.
Hey, I like to get football with my friends.
Bloody football. Yeah, and I love it though when you watch those London games. Like, they're cheering for field goals more than they are for like actual touchdowns. I love it,
man, bro. The fans don't know shit about football.
This is football, hey.
With the British teeth.
That's exactly how they sound, though.
Me and my friend Nathaniel, we walked to guy and we want to have fun in football.
The real football. That's what they fuck with. And they over there drinking warm beers.
Man, homie, let's talk about the Jets, man. The Jets fans, man, it's like a bunch of like white trash Italians, man, who are like don't shower and they just fucking show up. And I don't think they're jerseys. I think that's their skin turning green because they're so freaking dirty and they smell like shit. You know what I mean? And like, and then some freaking New York fireman is like, "Hey, Martha, what we having for dinner?" "Oh, baby, you know we're poor. I caught a rat in the alleyway." "Oh, thanks, Martha. I'm gonna bang you in your asshole later." That's what I think of Jets. Fuck y'all, man. Yeah, that's fucking Jets. Sorry.
Man, you seem to be really fond of the Jets there.
Oh man, they're so. I'm not.
You
like
know
the
what,
Trump
Doug?
supporter, but I wish they take a jet and leave this damn country.
I feel like if I am a bit of a conspiracy theorist, and I feel like Bill Belichick, the evil emperor himself, was like he just properly places Adam Gase in his division. Like, you know what I mean? Like they get these anonymous letters of recommendation to the Jets office, like when they were looking for a head coach, and then it's obviously from Bill Belichick. Like, yes, you need to hire him. He's great, fantastic, Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Well, Jay Cutler career year got Ryan Tannehill into the playoffs, or not, but really with Matt Moore. But you know what I mean? Like that's his resume for real.
Yeah, man, it's dog. And you know it's crazy when Gase was on his way to Miami. They're like, wow, you made Tim Tebow a successful quarterback, and he helped for Peyton Manning to win a Super Bowl.
No, but
and
it was actually Josh McDaniels and Tebow.
And here's the thing. I'll give him credit for one of those. Hey, let me break this down for you real quick.
Bust it.
Peyton Manning is damn Peyton Manning. You don't help Peyton Manning. He
For
helps
real.
you.
You know, I have this theory that Peyton Manning's his dome piece is so humongous jangus because he has like a double terabyte in his brain, but it's one of those old school ones, the big old giant joints. You know, now the terabytes are really small. You know what I mean? The external hard drives. He has the old school, 90s version type of shit. Maybe to early 2000s. You know what I mean? And so he can store all the data and all those plays. You know what I'm saying? That's why his head's so big. You know what I mean?
And then, all right, so I'm gonna bring it from the top. Peyton Manning, you don't help Peyton Manning. He helps you. Tim Tebow, he got the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on his side.
Oh yeah.
And then, well, yes, you did help Jay Cutler. We'll give you that one. But that's it.
He couldn't get him to stop smoking cigarettes. He's literally smoking cigarettes on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I feel like when his daughter was born, he wasn't even happy. He was just like had those eyes like. I feel like he did a line of cocaine in college, and his face.
And he stayed frozen.
You know, he got like rested. Hey, listen, you know he got like resting bitch face. He got resting cocaine.
Oh my God, that's great.
I feel like he just like beats up hookers in the
that's
alleyway.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, did you know this? That's how Jets fans celebrate. They go beat up hookers in alleyways. For real, look it up. The internet told me. The internet never lies.
Well, you know what, dude? I mean, duh, it's chock full of the truth. You know what I mean? Not a near lie on the internet. Kind of like how I'm always right. You know, I'm never wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the Bills, man. I'm gonna rip that ass up because you asked me a question. I wasn't trying to dance around it.
I love my man Josh Allen the Stallion, the white Cam Newton himself.
Man, he's cold, man. I saw him hurdle a guy, man. I was like, that's one guy I will admit I was wrong.
Tell me though, you know what's funny is people were like, I got one Bills homie. I'm from the West Coast. I got a Bills homie. He's actually gonna come on the show tomorrow. Like I rarely bring the homies on, but you know it's like I don't know any I haven't came across any Bills analysts where I could reach out to. So I'm like, let me bring my homie on. You know what I mean? And because he actually knows his shit. But his Bills fandom, it stems from his entire family being Cowboys. So when he was a kid in the 90s, he was just trolling his family, you know what I mean? And then he just stuck with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because all them damn Super Bowls against goddamn Bills, you know what I mean? But I call Josh Allen the Stallion the white Cam Newton. I call him the white Cam Newton because what is Cam Newton? Cam Newton has a big arm. He's wildly inaccurate, and he loves to call his own number. And that's Josh Allen. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing with the Bills, man. I need to see another year, and they're better. I think they're gonna be better than they are last year potentially. But here's the thing: for the last freaking, I'm trying not to exaggerate. I want to say since 2013, around that year, they will take and they'll start the year freaking 4-0. Oh, it's the Bills. It's the Bills.
Oh, you're talking about the EJ Manuel days, even. You're right.
Yeah, man. And guess what? They crash and burn every single freaking time. So they still have the same owner and management, other than Sean McDermott's been there since. I said Sean McDermott. Coach McDermott. I forgot his first name.
Yeah, it is Sean. It's Sean.
It is Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sean McDermott.
He got his head coaching gig same year Sean McVay did, and I used to confuse the fuck out of them all day.
You know, it's a copycat league. They're like, ooh, successful young white coach. All right, let's give that a try in Buffalo.
Yeah, roll it out. But you know what though? Coming from, he was part of the reason why Carolina started taking L's when he left. You know what I mean? Because he had that thing. He had that thing rocking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is a good coach though, man, and I think they're building up that team the right way. But I have to take and see more, man. That's like you're not gonna fool me.
Do you fuck with
like,
Griselda? My bad. Side note.
Yeah, I feel, West Side Gun. And all
Yeah.
Boom. I'll say that's the only good thing coming out of Buffalo. Because Buffalo is like a town everybody wants. Nobody gets like, oh boy, I'm from Buffalo.
Is Tiffany Amber? Isn't Tiffany Amber Thiessen from Buffalo? Because she's hot. She's one of my childhood crushes. You know what I'm talking about? Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell. She was also on 90210.
I never liked any of those shows. My bad, bro.
No, it's all good. Listen. It's funny because I automatically assume, he's a Sagittarius. He probably loves these shows. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on. I did like okay. Favorite shows, just a quick, not to go too far left field.
Okay.
I love the Wonder Years, man.
Hey, what would you do if I say I do? Would you stand on the walk on me? Phenomenal show. It wasn't.
Yeah, man.
Didn't the friend with the glasses? There was an urban.
Paul.
Paul. There was an urban myth that he was a drummer in Marilyn Manson's band.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? He's actually I was looking that up. I was like, and there was another one saying he was actually Marilyn Manson.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, this was like I was like in junior high when these rumors were going around. So it's like obviously the internet existed, but I just ran with it. I'm like,
man, it's crazy. I looked him up. He's actually a really successful real estate agent in New York. So,
he probably bought that whole neighborhood in that show, didn't he? You know what I mean?
Probably did.
Yeah.
Man. But
yeah. Okay, yeah, so back to the Bills, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously they're trying to crown them, but I will say though, as much as I love Josh Allen, the playmakers know this, how big I am on the white Cam Newton, or as my man Robbie calls him, Vanilla Vic, which I don't really I don't really agree with it because I like the white Cam Newton comparison more because the game plays is similar and the size. You know what I mean? They're big fuckers. Vanilla Vic. Michael Vick. He's kind of a little fucker. You know what I mean? But anyways,
yeah.
And he's a lefty. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I'd probably compare Tua to him more than anything. You know what I'm saying? It's because he was with the left hand comparison and the size wise. But yeah, but I will say, like I said, the playmakers, they're aware of this. Josh Allen is an idiot. He's not smart. Like, he actually got stuck in a revolving door, like on the way to the combine. Like, this is that guy. You know what I mean? He's not smart.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
A revolving door.
Yeah.
It goes one way. It revolves.
I just want to say, I'll be real with you, because I'm like, that's one guy I will admit I was wrong on. I was like, he's going to suck. Who the hell is Wild? Actually, I could have played there. That's a different story. But, yeah, man, he was one of those guys where, who the hell does Wild? They're in the Mountain West Conference. So they're playing schools like TCU, Air Force Academy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? CU Boulder, I think it is. Colorado State, a few schools like that. But yeah, man, that guy, I think he's dope. But, man,
You hate him.
I'm not confident. Man, I talk about trickling down. I'm not confident in the upper management. Sean McDermott's dope, but they're not. I think that they may probably even go to playoffs, but I don't think they're going to do anything. It's just the Bills, man.
Here's a perfect example of how his idiocies. Is that a word? We're going with it, right? Remember, he laterals it in the playoff game. You remember that?
I do remember. I do, yeah.
I remember. Yeah. I remember texting my boy. Who actually, my boy, shout out to Ray Fresh. Ray Fresh is the one I'm telling you I'm about to get on and we're going to talk some Buffalo, right? I remember texting him and I was like, I told you he's an idiot. But he also was one of those guys like you where he was like, what the fuck, Josh Allen? And I'm like, no, bro, trust me, dude. Like, I don't know. I kind of have a knack for these things. Like I actually think Tua's going to be great, barring a non-injury. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's going to be fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man. And that's why when you asked me earlier, it's like who I think the biggest dark horse was basically is so who you think's gonna win out of that division. I have to say Miami because Tua has way more upside than Stidham. Accomplished way
And you
more.
know what, dude? If you can get the Magic Man, because I have this theory that the Magic Man has magic fairy dust in his beard, right? And every 4 games he runs out of magic fairy dust, right? Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, say you rip off 4 wins, maybe he goes 4, and then he has the the 3-game losing streak. Then they put in Tua, and then it's this whole new playbook they open up, and people aren't ready for it. And then it's kind of circa Alex Smith when then he gets a concussion and we enter Kaepernick and with Greg Roman, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, we're running the pistol offense and then we have this magical ride to the playoffs. It's like this happens a lot. I mean, look at Mariota and then into Tannehill. They didn't know how to game for Tannehill. Going back to what you preferenced earlier about film in general, when you don't have film, or even in this case, even if it's a player that they have film on from college, they don't know how it's going to translate to the league, so they don't know how it's going to look in that system, or is there another playbook open, or even how about this? Going back to what I was saying about Cam, I was talking about Cam Newton, right? I actually think the Patriots might fuck around and grab Cam Newton. Because I've seen with the aforementioned Tim Tebow with goddamn Josh McDaniels in Denver, and Tim Tebow was essentially a fullback that was a signal caller. You know what I mean? So there is a mobile QB playbook that they in New England. So I think they would spice it up if they brought Cam Newton. Then it would just be all right, here we go, fucking New England, dude, doing it again. And Cam Newton is arrogant enough to be I could feel Tom Brady. Who? I'll feel his shoes. Fuck his shoes even. You know what I mean?
Man, that dude, he dressed like the man in the yellow suit from Curious George. Man, that damn.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Tom and Jerry, the cartoon Tom and Jerry?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You ever seen those episodes where they would be mobsters? They wear the pinstripe suits.
Yeah.
That's how Cam Newton looks. Those are the type of suits he wears.
Man, he dressed. Well, hold on a second. He dressed between a mobster and somebody's auntie. You better come get your kids.
That's Bert. I love it.
He got some sugar in his tank, but he all right, man. I like Cam Newton, man. He dope.
I will say, because we did elaborate on this topic quite a bit, which I enjoyed. I will say, man, I tend to think that the Dolphins are going to shock the world in general. Maybe not win the division. I'm not going to go out and say that. But with that addition of the 7th seed in the conference, bro, 9-7 could get you in there, and you know what I mean, yes, but Josh Allen's very low IQ. You know what I'm saying? If that, and with more tape, 2 years of tape on him. You know what I mean? Granted, they got Stephon Diggs. Yeah, but Stephon Diggs is he is the leader of the soft tissue injury gang. You know what I mean? And playing in Buffalo where it's cold, bro. You know what I mean? He was from a place that was as cold in Minnesota, but he was indoors. I just don't. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I can't.
And my thing too is we've seen Brady play against great defenses. We've seen Patrick Mahomes play against great defenses. We've seen Matt Ryan play against great defenses. And we've had all these quarterbacks, but Doug, when you're gonna be playing against the Dolphins, son, man.
Brody,
and here's the thing. Oh my gosh,
Brody,
second year of Brian Flores.
Their defense is one of my sleepers in fantasy. The Dolphins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Yes, sir. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is, man, watch out. We're coming.
Yeah, we coming. We ejaculating even is what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? He's just all over the place, spraying kids. You know what I mean? Not actual kids, unborn kids. You know what I'm saying? That sounded wrong. That just sounded all the way wrong. Playmakers. Let me reiterate. You know what I'm saying? Bad joke. Bogart isn't always right. You know what I mean? Especially, that's a perfect example. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, school kids.
We'll take your vitamins, say your prayers. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So now, we did spend a good amount of time talking about Tua, And I tend to believe that Tua isn't gonna get in there immediately, right? But out of all the rookies,
Week
right?
6.
Yeah, but still, that's not immediate, right? So, with that said, out of the entire rookie draft class, who do you think? I mean, it doesn't have to just be one. You can have some honorable mentions, or you can have a flock, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Su Casa, your what is it? Mi Casa, Su Casa. You know what I'm saying? You're the special guest host, so this is your show for the night as well. See what I'm saying? So you can do what you want, but with the rookies, I mean, who do you think? That went to a specific landing spot that they can have an immediate effect, like immediate impact, like reality, fantasy, all that, whatever.
Yeah, man. All right, so that is a damn good question. So I am going to take and mention a total of 3 people.
Okay.
3 people.
Lay it on me, Douglas.
And they're not even Miami Dolphins players, man. I'm gonna say 3 freaking people. Chase Young, the Predator. That guy.
Oh, and man. Riverboat Ron knows what to do with a front 7. And now you give him a beast like Chase Young?
Dog, Chase Young is the next coming of J.J. Watt times 2, man. I'm thinking that this guy is... And he's from the Maryland area, too, so that dude's going to be out there playing with pride.
Or as all my homies from that area would say, Merlin.
Merlin. D.C. Maryland, Virginia. Shouts out to Wale.
Hey, 2 up, 2 down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. But yeah, he is that guy. He's going to come. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not too crazy about the Redskins draft pick.
Shout out to the homie Run Boy Robbie. You know what I'm saying? He's a big Redskins fan. He's from that area originally, you know what I'm saying? And like even he will say too, man, he's such a homer, but he's an analyst through and through, where like even he's like, man, we got a lot an uphill climb still. Yeah. Pushing a boulder uphill even.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Chase Young can push a boulder uphill. I've seen him.
You're damn right he can, man. That boy is sick. Oh my gosh. So yeah, for me, that would be number 1. That guy's gonna come in there, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not too crazy about some of the other draft picks. I feel like he should have beefed up the O-line a little bit. But we'll see.
Or paid Trent Williams, goddammit. But I'm glad they didn't, because we made that trade. Thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, y'all. We're gonna get into that in a sec. But so yeah, that's my number 1. My number 2 is gonna take and be the Tiger King.
Yeah, Mighty Joe Young is what I'm calling him.
Man, I call him the Terminator. He picked. I'm a Florida Gators fan.
I actually reserve the Terminator nickname for my man Darnold Schwarzenegger. Defeated the Mono T-1000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
But yeah, I feel like he's gonna breed that. Supposedly, they're very Brown, I think, is the name of the owner of that franchise.
Yes.
And I forgot his freaking first name, but
it doesn't matter. He's like Prince. You just call him Brown. You know what I mean?
I feel like he had a Stephen Ross moment. Okay.
Jeff Ross. Shout out to Jeff Ross, friend of the show. The roast master.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
The white boy that can wear cornrows and no one will say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
He's saying nothing because it'll roast you bad.
I know, right?
But yeah, man. He had a Stephen Ross moment where I believe that he is letting the football people do their damn freaking job, man. He's letting them do their job. So, Cincinnati Bengals, man, they are going to do some freaking really, really big things. They really are, man. Well, I think it'll be this year, no, but they're not as bad as people make them seem. Did they play bad? Of course they did. They were trash last year. But, man, the Ohio kid is coming home. The king of Ohio is going to return. And I believe he's going to make Cincinnati Bengals great again. That guy is – I'm very, very excited for him. But my third pick, I'm going to take and go with – he's a second-round pick, man. DeAndre freaking Swift, man.
Oh,
DeAndre Swift.
I love it. I love it when they have adjectives as a name.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? An adjective is like an action word, right?
You are.
Look at that. Look at that. I got a senior year education. You know what I'm saying? A 12th grade education. And look at that, adjectives.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so with DeAndre Swift, man, he's going to be taking a lot of pressure off Matthew Stafford, man. And I'll be honest with you, man, I mean, they've had like Kevin Smith, they've had a few other people and stuff like that where they've had running backs. They're like, oh, they would do okay. I remember Amir Abdullah, man, he was going to be the next big thing. He didn't turn out.
Oh, Paul Abdullah's a strange son. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, yeah, man. So they took him, they had him, right? And then they had, was it Kevin Smith, I think it was. He played for UCF a long time ago. He wasn't bad. I mean, they've had some decent guys, but they haven't had a freaking solid running back. Had a solid running back.
Real quick. Man, I just got caught, dude. I've been like, I had quit cigarettes, so I can't even say quit now because I started secret smoking, right? And my girl just walked into the studio and she's like, it smells like smoke. I'm like, God damn it, she got me.
Oh, man.
I'm in quarantine. Forgive me. It's like, what am I supposed to do? To smoke weed all day? I'm gonna run. I mean, I already do that, but I'm like, yes, but continue. Back to
man,
Swift.
Don't get in trouble, man.
I'm gonna hear it from her later.
Oh man, but yeah, man. So DeAndre Swift, man, and you have someone like Matthew Stafford, man. Dude had back problems last year, man. And the dude is like, he came in the league and he got so many comparisons to big arm quarterbacks and stuff like that. I believe Marino was one of them, and you know he puts out some good numbers and stuff like that, but it just doesn't turn into wins. So I feel like they're going to rely heavily on DeAndre Swift, heavily on him, because if he could be very successful, that's going to take an influence of passing game. And they have Galladay, man. That they have
and they have Derek Bevel there as the offensive coordinator, and we've seen what he's done with like Adrian Peterson, or we've seen what he's done with Marshawn Lynch. You know what I mean? Where it's like they're gonna put an emphasis on the run. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So
and Kerryon Johnson might need to just carry on. You know what I mean? He might just, you know what I mean? Pun intended. You know what I mean? I mean, with his injury history as well, like dating all the way back to college, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely, man. So, but yeah. Kerryon Johnson unfortunately brought his bad habits of injury to the NFL. But yeah, that's what I said. The NFL, man, is the most unforgiving place, man. And it's a what have you done for me lately league. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's like the Paula Abdul song. You know, what have you done for me lately? Yeah, it's the same damn thing, man. Like, if you're not winning, dude, you're gonna find your way out of there. I mean, look at Cam Newton, man. I mean,
I love that Paula Abdul got two different references on the show already. I love that.
Shouts out to American Idol.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. You know, back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's Detroit is one of those things. They have one of my favorite wide receivers. Wide receiver lineups in the league.
Yeah, Kenny G. The Jazz Man.
Yeah,
I have all his albums, bro. Wait. Oh yeah. Yes. And I am talking about Kenny Galladay. You know what's funny is shout out to Ethan, right, from Ethan and Mike's sports show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to them. They're good guys.
Yeah. And matter of fact, those guys are the glue that you know got this together in that sense, right? You know what I mean? Like.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you reached out to me, and I tell you this much, man, I reached out to before 99% of the people that I feature, I reach out to them because I actually enjoy their content, and I like to consider myself, you know, a great scout, and you know what I mean. So I check the content out first, and like, but you're, you know, besides the head of the body at the Rum Boys, because he actually reached out to me first too. You know what I mean? You're the second person that reached out to me, man, and I love it, man. God bless the universe, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man. Heck yeah, man.
But shout out to Ethan, right? Because Ethan goes, hey, is he really a jazz musician? And I'm like, bro, it's Kenny G, bro. Like, I'm like, because, you know, he's so young. He doesn't, you know, he was like,
oh, you don't know the references, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know the reference, you know what I mean? I'm like, listen, no. And I ran with him. Yeah, he plays the saxophone. Kenny Galladay.
Oh, man. You know what's the worst is like, that's like when your parents tell you a lie, and then you go on believing it for like 20 years, and then someone like tells you, hey, man, that's not what it's called, man. That's not what it is.
Well, I mean, I'm Filipino, and they used to tell us, you know, if you go to sleep with your hair wet, you wake up deaf. So it's like, we used, like, yeah, so like, you know what I mean? Like, I used to just like, and even though I know that's, complete malarkey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still, like, with my daughters, you know what I mean? I'm like, blow drying their hair, like, man, listen, you're going to need your ears in this world, you know what I mean? You're going to need to hear.
Yeah, man. What's crazy, man, is my mom's Puerto Rican, and she would take and tell me, he's like, if you tell a lie, the evil spirits are going to pull your toes while you're sleeping. Oh, my gosh. And you know what's crazy, man? That really used to happen. I'm not bipolar, man, or schizophrenic. That really happened to me throughout all my teen years.
Well, you know what, Doc? You know them Puerto Ricans, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even just the lands in general. And I'm Filipino, but I have a lot of Spanish. Like, I'm what they would call a mestizo. I mean, where I don't look Filipino. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm mixed. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, like, there's something to everything they say, bro. Like, this is the lands. There's some real ism there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. But yeah, that scared the crap out of me for years. I'm like, at the end of the night, I'm like, hey, God forgive me, man. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to say that. I was just scared. Yeah, man. But football's a beautiful sport, man. It's I'm so excited. So do you think football's going to take a start on time this year?
I mean, yeah, because I'm practicing speaking into existence, and like, unfortunately, like with like, with that, with what happened with George Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to his beautiful soul, you know what I mean? But like, the people are out there in the streets, and like that, that's still in the back of my head where like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, dang, dude, like this might spike the pandemic as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, absolutely.
Like, okay, real quick side story. I've told this story a dozen times on air, but ask me why the Niners saved the world.
Oh, how come the 49ers saved the world?
By losing the Super Bowl. Okay, so check this out.
Mm-hmm.
March 18th was the first documented cases of the coronavirus in Kansas City. And granted, Kansas City doesn't have like a storybook franchise. Now they will, because there's going to be kids all over the United States and all over the world. They're going to grow up Kansas City Chiefs fans because of Patrick Mahomes. Kind of like Jordan birthed, Chicago Bulls fans, and goddamn, rest in peace to the Black Mamba. He did the same thing for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like, you don't have to necessarily be from there, but just their greatness makes you a fan for life. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So when March 18th was, well over a month after, the Super Bowl win, and well over a month after the parade. And like in the Bay Area where I'm from, I'm saying, and we've had our earliest cases were, late, within December and early January. So, bro, and we do have a storybook franchise. So, people would have came from states away for the parade. You know what I mean? It would have been epic. We haven't won a title in over a quarter century, 26 years.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I mean? You would have had millions and millions and millions of people in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And like, it could have spiked the pandemic. So when Emmanuel Sanders was wide open, and Jimmy G could have, he overthrew the fuck out of him, right?
Yeah.
And it could have made that game 27-24 in Miami, where your Dolphins play. Like, it could have been, and then we could have played our style of defense, because anytime we have a lead, we're sending them to the house. You know what I mean? We're throwing a sink at that quarterback. You know what I mean? And like, so when handsome Jimmy, the hero, handsome hero, when he seen Emmanuel Sanders wide open, he was like, "It's time to save the world," and he just overthrew him. And like, that's how I go to sleep at night. You know what I mean? Like, that's legit how I go to sleep at night. Like,
doing this for America.
We're doing this for the world, even.
Not you, San Francisco.
So you're welcome, world. We saved the world. The pandemic could have been spiked up ridiculously, like, worse than it is now. Granted, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that it doesn't spike up, whatever. I mean, everyone is out there masked up, but everyone be safe. But yeah, look. Okay, so check this out. So you went with Swift, Mighty Joe Young, and Chase Young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You definitely took Joe Burrow. I was gonna mention him. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, I think Justin Jefferson is gonna have an immediate impact over there with the absence of Stephon Diggs in Minnesota. Like, yeah, man. And
that was a great freaking pickup.
It really was. Like, I don't know what Green Bay was thinking by trading up in front. Like when they traded up, I thought they were gonna get Justin Jefferson, but then it's like Minnesota was like, ha. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because they could have used Justin Jefferson there, or even just a linebacker to stop the run. You know what I mean? Like, I think at the time Queen was available, and in Baltimore they or as I should say Baltimore, they went and picked up Young and was just like, thank you, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
man.
You know what's crazy? One of the big shockers, man, was when the Philadelphia Eagles could have got Justin Jefferson, man, but they took the kid from TCU. So that's a guy who,
Rager.
I've never heard of him before. I'll be real with you. I don't know all the players coming in. You know, I try to research as much as possible, but
no, I love it. Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's one guy. I was like, who the hell? Couldn't you got him in like third or fourth round? Who is that? But you know, they say in the NFL draft, man, you go get your guy. You know, Donovan McNabb, let's talk about him real quick. When he was first drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles, he was booed. If you ever pull up that video, he was booed. Like, they were so pissed off. But they weren't booing, you know, when he took them to all the, unfortunately, they never won a Super Bowl with him. But
just bring it up because, goddamn it just reminded me of Andy Reid never being able to win the big one until this time. Damn it. We saved the world, Playmakers. We did it.
Okay. Might hit the drum. On that.
I know. I almost wanted to hit the booze.
Yeah, man.
You know what?
But,
you know what? I almost want to boo them. But you know what? I love Patrick Mahomes a lot. I love him a lot. You know what?
He's awesome, man.
You know what? Fuck it, we're booing him. After careful evaluation, we determined that we should just boo him one more time. We saved the world. Okay, world. You're welcome.
Get him off the damn stage. But yeah, man. Honestly, man. What were we talking about? Yeah, man. That was you know, you got so many times where they say, "Hey, get your guy," and dog, every year, I don't think there's ever been a draft where there hasn't been a pissed off team where they've been like, "What the hell were we thinking?" But if that person turns out good, nobody's gonna be bringing that up. You know what I mean? It's like when the Giants took and drafted their guy from was it Duke? I think it was.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, yeah, and it's like
Danny Dimes.
Okay. Here's the thing: they could have got him
later. But you know what though? I will say for a young QB, that's a great ego booster. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we know you're not that great. You're kind of whack. We could have got you later. But matter of fact, my brother-in-law, he's an Italian cat from Jersey, and he was like, "What in the fuck?" And then I felt the same way. But then once you seen Danny Dimes start to ball out, like, he flashed a lot last season, I was like, "Oh, okay."
He did.
Because I tend to think that Gettleman's a stooge.
Yeah. Their whole coaching situation, man. I have a feeling they'll be looking for another coach next offseason, man. Yeah, the Giants. They do.
No, they just got a new coach. You mean their GM? You mean their GM?
GM. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, but, don't let it happen again.
Okay, man.
I was just fucking with you.
But yeah, man, it's one of those things, man, where. I don't know, man. But as far as like the Dolphins, I'm happy with what they got. I think this draft is one of the most gem-filled drafts of the last.
Sure
decade.
Was.
There's just gonna be so many. There's gonna be future Hall of Famers that come from Hall of Famers. That I don't feel like there's one NFL team that missed out completely. I'll be real with you.
I do. The Green Bay Packers. Granted, like, you know, maybe we'll be having this conversation. The conversation will be different in a couple years when we see, you know, Jordan Love and if he's balling out. But like, they were a game away from the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Before my Niners put up 180 yards on the ground before contact, even. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And the thing about Jordan Love too, man, is it goes back to what I said. We won't be saying how stupid Green Bay was if he turns into that next guy. But here is the thing. Here's the freaking thing is that you have teams who are trying to win. They're drafting for now, okay? 49ers, they're drafting for now, okay? Kansas City Chiefs, they're drafting for now. Reloaded. You have the freaking Baltimore Ravens drafting for now. Reloaded, right? you have these teams, and then what do the Packers?
You know who's been terrible? Okay, I will say this too. You know who's been terrible in the draft over the years, the past couple years, seasons? The Patriots, dude. Like, because they give up so many assets that's like, you know, they kind of, maybe they're arrogant in that sense where it's like, you know what I mean? They're just always trading back. They're, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they miss a lot.
Yeah, they're an interesting team because you'll have some. They'll get some like white wide receiver from like the 7th round. He ends up becoming like a freaking Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, they are the Super Bowl supremacists. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of it's kind of a prerequisite. They're like, you know, you're white, you're in here. You know I mean, look at who was their Super Bowl hero. Okay, if Tom Brady wasn't the MVP in that Super Bowl against Atlanta, who do you think would have been? James White. And what do you know? His name's White. You know what I mean?
I never thought of that, man. I never thought of that.
He is a brother. Playmakers, yes, he is a brother. But yeah, you know what I mean? His name's White. You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh. My whole thing, let's talk about the Patriots for a sec, man. A lot of the players, man, they are so happy that they're leaving New England. Kyle Van Noy made a statement like, are you guys going to be like the New England Patriots? I know. We are the Miami Dolphins. We are nothing like the Patriots. And when he said it, his tone was different. Now let's talk about Tom Brady. Tom Brady went on the freaking Howard Stern show.
Yeah, for real. He's dropping F-bombs and shit. I love it.
Yeah, man. He's on there, bro, being like just having fun. You know what I mean? That has to be some type of Jedi mind tricks for freaking Belichick. I'll be
bro, he's the evil emperor.
He's the evil emperor.
And now he has a new young Padawan. With
what do you think his favorite food is? What do you think Belichick's favorite food is, man?
I have this theory that actually, you know, fun fact, I think he's a sandwich guy. Like I remember hearing this story when he coached the Browns, where you know what I mean, like all the coaches they were like, no matter what you do, just don't touch his cold cuts that are in the fridge. You know what I mean, like because he would be hot about that shit. You know what I mean? He'd be hot. Who the fuck touched my salami? Who touched my ham? Who touched... You know what I'm saying? So I would say Sammy's is his favorite food. But I also have this theory that he's actually... Like, he's actually just an entity. And he doesn't even eat. Like, he's not even a human being. He's like a... He's from another dimension. He's an entity. He's just an energy. A dark energy.
Man, I'm going to keep it simple. I feel like he just eats cold oatmeal. Not even hot. Just eating cold oatmeal.
He just wants to be miserable all day. He's like, listen, you know what? It's how I stay focused. Like for instance, right now, I'm in, like, okay, I have a studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I said, remember I was telling you, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we had to close down for a while. We have a studio, you know what I'm saying, outside my crib. This is my home studio right here, where, you know what I'm saying, this is the GMM Network home for now. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, like, in our actual studio, or even out here in my tandem garage, which is, you know, actually my studio, it's fucking 100 degrees, and we don't have AC in here. We don't have AC. I mean, the AC is busted in our studio, where I actually enjoy working in tough conditions because I feel like it makes me not bullshit. You know what I mean? I gotta get this done. I'm sharper. It's fucking, you know, it's hot. It's musty. I gotta stay focused. And things like this can occur in the field. That type of shit. And I feel like Belichick, if cold oatmeal is his joint, it's just so he can just be miserable. And maybe he's also, you know, he needs a strong fiber diet so he can move his bowels correctly in his elder years. You know what I mean? Maybe he has irregular bowel movement syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, he's just constipated.
Just cold oatmeal bricks just coming out the taint.
Oh, my gosh. That guy, man, freaking the whole Patriots organization, man. It's funny, man, because all right, for those that don't know, I lived in Rhode Island for 9 miserable years. 9 miserable years of hell in Rhode Island.
Say it again. 9 miserable years.
New England is trash, dog. You know what? Hey, Maine and New Hampshire are pretty. They actually have pretty friendly people, but everywhere else is trash. It sucks. It's the economy.
Shout out to all my homies in Massachusetts because I love referring to them as massholes.
Massholes, yeah.
Shout out to my homie Maddie Law. We're dropping I'm actually uploading it as we speak. It will be available by the time you guys are hearing this, Playmakers. But Playmaker AF episode season 2, episode 2, which is actually episode 12. But yeah, it's coming out. It's from my boy Matty Law. He hails from Fitchburg, Mass, right outside of Boston. That's where Jordan Lucas is from. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, actually, matter of fact, bro. With that said, I gotta get you on Playmaker AF because Playmaker AF is just all about Renaissance men and content creators and artists and etc. You know what I mean? Like I figured we introduce you to my audience on this platform first, or on this series.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you have a hell of a story to tell. Like we haven't even scratched the surface really, but.
Yeah, man, dude, this has been a lot of fun here being with you, man, and dude, I've had a great time, man.
And we're not done just yet. Okay, you know what? How about that? With that said, you know, because we're gonna get off the Patriots because you know what I'm saying? Because fuck them. You know what I mean? we're gonna go. You know what? Fuck it. We're booing them. You know what I mean? Fuck them. You know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna. So, for the life of me, I'm trying to remember my last question or my last topic. Give me a second here. What was that? The rookies and the thing.
I think Tom Brady's a feminist. Was it that one?
No, I actually scrapped that one. He definitely is a masshole though, even though he's from California. Damn, what was my last question? Hold on, man. You know what? You're the co-host. Can you look that up for me? Because I'm over here. I think I might have.
Oh yeah. Let me see. You sent this.
Because I actually also have a secret question that you know what I'm saying that arised during the day that I.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's go see here. I'm trying to find. Damn, did I erase your thread? Let's see here. Playmakers, things like this can occur in the field. You know what? I'm gonna boo me for a second.
No, you good. Here, I'm looking up. Hold on.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? Let's Jamaican horns me. And Doug. And my man Doug. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right, one episode. So you talked about. What do you think? Oh, okay. All right, you had asked me. Touchdowndoug Smith talked about who do you think from the last season.
Oh yeah, that's right. So okay, yeah, I got it. So check this out. So you know, in one of your recent episodes, and Playmakers, it's a must subscribe. Obviously, you're gonna have all the links in the description of this episode. You know what I'm saying? But right now, if you're listening to this, you know, hang up or not hang up. Goddamn, switch over. Go and subscribe to the Touchdown with Doug Smith on YouTube. It's a fucking must subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And in your recent episode, or one of your recent episodes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talked about dark horses. So now I want to ask you, the inverse of dark horse, you know what I'm saying, is basically a theme, you know what I'm saying? A team that was successful last year. Like what team, what like, okay, I guess if a dark horse, what bright horse? How about that?
Ooh,
what
okay,
bright
so
horse?
Teams that are going to take a step back.
Yeah, or how about this? What horse is going to what stallion of a team is going to look like a donkey this year? Like, who do you think is going to take a step back?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And while you give your take, I'm going to go run up this frozen chicken real quick. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Okay, for sure.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, you hear me? Okay, all right. So the team that you know I think is going to take and do their thing, to be honest with you, man. Oh, excuse me. They did their thing this year, and I do not think they're going to take and show up. So I got a total of three. We're going to start with the Green Bay Packers because they showed that was a team that went all the way to the NFC Championship. There's no way in hell they're going to take and make it back. They didn't give Aaron Rodgers weapons, okay? You don't say, hey, this person's an excellent sharpshooter, but then you give him a freaking, you know, a shitty gun, you know, from World War I and expect him to take and fight war in 2020. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. So I'm not too fond of the Green Bay Packers. I feel they became very complacent after winning that Super Bowl in, I think it was 2012, I believe it was. So yeah, they're not going to show up at all. The next team that, you know, took and had a really good year, and I do not think they're going to take and show up. I'm going to have to take and say the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are not going to take and show up.
Yeah. I love how you found a way to take a shot at your division rival. I love it.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, man. Buffalo Bills are not
Boom, boom, boom.
to take and show up at all. Now, and let me explain my logic, man. I think they're going to do good. I think they're going to take and win 9 games. I do. But they're not going to.
You know what's sad though is that in reality 9 wins could get you into the dance this year.
It can.
I mean, last year it would have been. It would have been the Rams.
Are any girls? Here's the thing: gets a dance. Are any girls going to want to dance with you? I think they're going to get rejected, bro. I think they're going to get their ass beat. I think there's a lot more beefy competition, not only in the AFC East, but a lot of other teams. I don't see them surging past that. Do they get better on offense? Oh, absolutely, man. But it's Buffalo, man. This always happens. This is always Buffalo's one of those towns where people go to their shitty jobs. You know, they do a line of coke, they beat their wife, and they're like, "How's Buffalo doing?" Ain't nothing in Buffalo but snow. Buffalo sucks.
You know, we do call chow mein or the chow chilla or the chowder, cocaine in that sense. Yeah, it's snow. So yes, you're right. There is a lot of snow over there.
It sucks, and both literally and literally.
Yeah, he's like not even metaphorically. They just suck.
So yeah, man, it's
like
it's
a vacuum.
One of those things. Yes. The other team, and please know, I have nothing but love for the Bay Area. I have nothing but love for you, man.
Yeah.
But I have to take it. I got to keep it real, man. I don't think the 49ers are going to make it back, man, to the Super Bowl. Do I think they'll make it to playoffs? Yes, I do. They will make it to playoffs, but...
Yeah. No, I tend to agree. I mean, like, I actually have us at a floor of 9-7.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Everybody want to be the damn Patriots. They're like, hey, Detroit, let's bring one of your coaches over here. You know, like everybody's trying to be the damn Patriots. But here's the thing. Jimmy, all right, so let's go back to like Matt Castle and all the different
Brian
quarterbacks.
Hoyer and You're talking about just all Brady's disciples.
Exactly. And then they go back in the world and they're like, oh crap, you're not Brady? Get out of here! You know, like it's like they fell drunk in love with this beautiful woman. They slept with her throughout the night, and then you wake up in the morning and they're like, oh, what the heck did I do?
He is a beautiful man, that handsome Jimmy.
But here's the thing, and he's
not that great.
Yeah, he's just good, man. I'm not a fan of the mega contract. I am not.
But you know what though? If you look at Jimmy G's contract, it is below his yearly salary is subpar to the highest paid guys. So even though his contract seemingly looked big at the time, right now we got a good deal on him. So he just needs to what's the word I'm looking for? When you overcompensate, he needs to overcompensate for that.
Yeah. I feel like Shanahan, man, I'll be real, that he didn't have enough confidence in the game, man. I feel that, excuse me, let me rewind that back.
Well, we've seen him lose 2 Super Bowls in the same fashion.
Yeah, exactly. And they should have gave freaking Raheem Mostert and Breida the damn ball. They should have kept him with the damn ball.
Listen, we were trying to save the world, okay?
And here's the thing, the Kansas City Chiefs were super beatable. They were super beat. The Titans couldn't beat them, bro.
Patrick Mahomes won all those playoff games and the Super Bowl by himself. He was double-digit deficits. It's almost like, you know what I mean? Like Andy Reid was just doing Andy Reid things, just always about to lose the big one. And then he was just like, Patrick Mahomes was just like, hold my beer. You know what I mean? Hold my Gatorade.
Hold my Palm Pilot.
Hold my Kermit the Frog puppet. You know what I mean?
But yeah, man. Honestly, bro, it was one of those things, man, where I just Jimmy G. I don't have a lot of confidence in him. I don't think he's the next
I got one
quarterback. I think he's good, but I feel like 49ers fans.
I got one.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I got 2 actually. I think the Saints are one.
Oh yeah.
And then you know what? Actually, how about this? Before I talk about the Saints, because I can segue off the Saints to our final topic. But I will say, not Minnesota. I'd say Minnesota's kind of like a an honorable mention because I'm just, you know what I mean? But then actually, you know what? No, actually, I'm not going to mention Minnesota because
I put Minnesota.
That division is still, that division is wide open to me. So
yeah,
I'm not going to say Minnesota. I will say the Steelers because I don't believe in Big Ben, or as I like to call him, Big Ben Rapist Burger. I don't think him coming back from that Tommy John is any kind of good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and like, you know, they were a 9-7 team, and then with that said, like, if they had the 7th seed last year, they would have been that 7th seed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're going to take a step back. They probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I will say the Saints. You know what I mean? But,
Ooh,
so
okay.
because I just feel like the Saints, they had a 5-week stretch where they entered one Teddy Roosevelt, you know, the teddy bear, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you know, motherfuckers don't really have tape on him in that Saints that Sean Payton system, where like you know they were able to rip off 5 W's like in Drew Brees' absence. You know what I'm saying? But I just will say that I think they take a step back. You know what I mean? They're definitely a shoo-in for a wild card spot. But I feel like, you know what I mean, Atlanta's gonna give them a run for the money. You know what I'm saying, in that division, and I'm not discounting, obviously, you know, TB12 in Tampa Bay as a Pat McAfee.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, well, that's not mine though. That's Pat McAfee's, but I love it, so I'm using it. You know what I mean?
Pat McAfee.
Shout out to Pat McAfee, bro.
Dude, he's awesome. He's
made quarantine great for me. Like, I just tune into him every day. I was already tuning into him, but like as far as like live, like bro, every morning I'm just boom, dial up Pat Mac. You know what I mean? But yeah, but see, so now you know, going from the Saints, I'm gonna segue to the last topic. This is off script, but this was, you know, it's kind of not off script. I intended on asking this, but I didn't put it in the script. But did you see stupid ass? Birthmark having ass, dumbass, stupid fuck Drew Brees. Did you see that shit today?
Man, I did see that, man. And you know what's crazy, man, is that
hold on.
Nobody was talking about the damn American flag.
Before you give your take, I do want to preface for the Playmakers. He said Kaepernick was disrespecting the flag by taking a knee. He was like the dumbass birthmark having ass idiot he is. He totally missed the fucking point. And he's in a locker room with brothers. How the fuck do you not know what the fuck he was talking about? But yes, go ahead, Douglas.
Yeah, and shouts out to Michael Thomas. Even though he went out my boy Devontae Parker, man, he laid his ass out, man. I like what he said, man.
What did he say? I missed that.
I don't want to misquote. Let me pull it up right here real quick.
Yeah, there you go. Let's be accurate for the Playmakers. I love it. Look at it. See, this is why I fuck with you, Doug.
Okay.
This is why, you know what I'm saying?
Comments.
I love the universe so much.
Drew Brees. Okay, brother, hold on. Pulling it up here.
Oh, good, man. Take you all the time. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's the unofficial sponsor of the show. Tito's, give me money.
Okay, he says, we don't care if you don't agree with whatever else. How about that? So he said basically, we don't care.
You know what I got from that?
And then he goes, and then he takes and goes, he don't know no better.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
then LeBron James came in too. He goes, wow, man, is it still surprising at this point? Sure isn't. You literally still don't understand why Cap was kneeling on one knee? Question mark. He has. This has absolutely nothing to do.
That's a double question. That's like scratching your head. That's basically using a scratching the head emoji when you put two back-to-back question marks.
Absolutely. And he goes, has absolutely nothing to do with the disrespect to the American flag and our soldiers, men and women, who keep our land free. My father-in-law was one of those. And that's coming from
that's
from
the king.
So here's the thing, man. You can't play. We're at the point in time you can't play both sides of the fence, man. Pick a damn side and stay with it, man.
Yo,
Pick the damn,
I'm still for the life of me trying to figure out how in the fuck are you in the NFL, in the NFL locker room, butt ass naked with brothers, where locker room conversations happen, and you're like, you don't fucking understand that it had nothing to do with going against the military, had nothing to do against going against the goddamn flag.
Yeah. And there's so much research out there, dog. There's so much research where I probably missed his name, Justin something, but he was in the Army, and he's the one, because remember, Kaepernick was sitting on the damn bench at first, and then he took, and I don't say damn as if I'm angry, you know.
No,
but that's
yeah. I mean, he started taking college courses.
And he ended up talking to Kaepernick, and he was like, hey, respectful way is taking a knee. What do you do when you take an honor? Well, when you want to give honor, you take a knee. And what happened is Fox News and all these other players, and mind you, Marshawn Lynch has been freaking not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance forever. So, like, this isn't the damn first time.
Because he's from the town. He's from the town.
Narrative.
Remember I sent you, remember I even sent you those IG links, remember? With the goddamn, with the police goddamn taking a knee, like, and I was like, my man Kaepernick, bro, like, could you fucking imagine, like, he was trying to warn us about this shit, like, and not even warn us, he was just really just trying to bring attention, bring light to, like, the fact that this has been going on for centuries, you know what I mean, like, and he was doing it in a peaceful way, and obviously, like, going back to what you said, it starts at the top, right? Who the fuck is the president? It starts at the top. When Cap was doing this,
he called him a son. He called him a son of a B word.
Yeah, on Twitter even.
Twitter, man. So, my whole thing. And here's the thing: Trump has a cult following.
And Trump, you know, he came in office during that year that Cap started doing this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And you know the thing is, man, is that it's not like him. It's Fox News. You know, it's a lot of the news networks. You know, some of the liberal ones as well too, pretend to be on the right side. You know what I mean? And
pretend we're
a lot of people. I saw something on social media today, and it was people apologizing. It was people taking and saying, "Wow, man, I was wrong. I finally get it." And here's the thing, dude. Like, I don't want to live in a world where everybody thinks the same. I don't want to. You know, it's freedom of thought is a beautiful thing. I love freedom of speech. But here's the thing. I found this on Facebook, and if you don't mind, I'm going to read it here real quick.
No, man. Bust it, man.
This is from a guy named Ryan Michaels.
We are brothers.
Yes, sir.
We might need to take a blood test and see. We might actually be brothers. You know what I mean?
Lineage, man. But he takes and says, this guy, Ryan Michaels, I have no clue who he is, but I love the post, so I posted it. He says, I owe you an apology, Cap. 4 years ago, you made a statement, and I didn't agree with your platform. Many of my family members and people I love defended and died for the flag for which you knelt before. I was offended and openly critical of your protest. I failed to lovingly come by your side and hear your heart. I looked at how you were protesting instead of why. As a result, your cry for help fell upon deaf ears. I'm sorry, perhaps if I listened 4 years ago. I'm sorry. Perhaps if I let me start that over. Perhaps if I listened 4 years ago, things would be different today. Maybe if I joined you in your crusade, we could have made an impact together. You chose to peacefully kneel, and I condemned you. For that, I'm sorry.
And you know
so here's the thing.
Listen, I'm glad he's apologizing, but still, I do want to say, you know what? I still want to boo him, but you know, we're not going to boo him. You know what? Should we do it? Can we get a consensus? No. Because he's came around. So I commend him.
Yeah, here's the thing. People could change,
the ignorance, bro.
We've all said things.
I'm not even going to say that he was naive.
We've all said.
I'm not even going to say Drew Brees is naive. Yeah. He's ignorant. Like, how are you like, are you not? Maybe Drew Brees is so serious about his footballism that, like, his conversations with his teammates is all strictly football. You know what I mean? Where he's not really knowing about their plight. You know what I mean? Our plight, even.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And you know the thing is too, man. Is like,
I mean,
I've
'cause
seen people
I
change.
do want to preface
There's
this.
people.
I do want to preface this, Playmakers. You know what I'm saying? Our man, Doug, right here. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we all are familiar with the him starring in a famous successful cartoon. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I was his co-star as Mr. Dink. You know what I'm saying? Very expensive, but I mean, you're half Puerto Rican and you're in an interracial relationship, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like you aren't blinded. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
no. Not at all.
Not at all. Not whatsoever. And like, these people are blind on purpose. The information is out there. Like, what's wrong with people? Like,
Hey, I want to, man, if we can have a little church here for a second, brother. I'm not gonna say I'm the best example one, but I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, man. And Galatians chapter 4, verse 3, or maybe perhaps it's chapter 3, verse 4, but it says, "Bear your brother's burden, for this is the law of Christ." Now, when I hear that, and I'll repeat it again, Galatians chapter 4, verse 3, "Bear your brother's burden, for this is the law of Christ."
yes.
And whether that is a homeless veteran or that is your black
Because
brother
Christ
and sister.
legit died on a cross on purpose.
Yeah,
You know what I
he died
mean?
for our sins, man, and bear our brother's burden for the law. For this is the law of Christ, man. And here's the thing, man. That's such a powerful statement. And whenever you have some far right evangelical person, I throw that at them. And here's the thing. And you know what? Here's the thing. I take and I ask them, like, yo, do you love God? Do you love Jesus? Okay. And some will say yes, potentially, And he said, listen, what are you going to take and do when you're facing God in his face on Judgment Day? And he says, why did you deny my child? Why did you choose a political party or over what I?
Why did you choose the devils?
Yeah. Well, why did you take and do that? You know what I'm saying? So. And here's the thing. People could change. That's all I said earlier. We've all said things we shouldn't have said. You know what I mean? People can change. So I don't want to live in a society where, like, hey, you may have you may have what's that dude that freaking, I can't think of his damn name, but you may have somebody out there who has said horrible things, but people can freaking change. You know what I mean? And this is just an example of that. I want to share that. You know what I mean? I don't want to pigeonhole somebody like, oh, you're just going to be that way forever. There's no forgiveness because, hey, if God can forgive me, I can forgive others. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right, man. People, they purposely ignore it. They purposely take and ignore the pain and hurt of others. They purposely take and ignore, the issues. And people don't realize, and I've said
Ignorance
this
is bliss, as they would say.
Yeah, and I said this on my YouTube channel, man. Is that
and you're very well spoken on that.
I appreciate it, brother.
I almost wanted to screen record it and chop that up and then post it, man. Like,
oh yeah, please do. No, share away.
I almost want to do that, man. Because
please. You got my permission.
That was powerful. And you know what, too? You didn't, and I will say this: you didn't get on there talking about, well, I'm married to a sister, and you didn't do none of that. You just spoke your piece, being someone who, I mean, granted, you're half Puerto Rican, but you know what I'm saying. Anyone who doesn't know that, they're gonna be like, oh, he's a white guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And you took quote unquote white privilege and you spoke on it. Like, you were like, listen,
absolutely.
Because I know you don't consider yourself, someone who's white privileged because you don't agree with that bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And here's the thing: in the '60s, man, there was mass lynchings. There was mass migration of African Americans who were trying to escape the South. There was some of these white dudes who got away with murder.
Yeah, dude, check this out. My Nino.
Murder. And here's the thing: these people had kids who are like my dad's age, and then they had kids who are like my age, 30, I'm 31. You know what I mean? So. Here's the thing. This isn't, and you got to understand, slavery. Oh, it's 150 years ago. That's such a long time ago. No, it wasn't.
No, it's not.
Guess what? Check it out. Some people's great grandparents were slaves. They're that old. Some people's great grandparents.
We're not
you
far
could have a
removed
great
from this
grandparent who was
bullshit.
around 150 years ago.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Take it from me, even like I'm Filipino, and like you know, my last name is Spanish, my first name is Spanish. I look Spanish as fuck because the Spaniards went and did the same thing. Like. They went and enslaved the Philippines at one point. Like this this is something that's been going on where like people just come through somewhere and they try and they just take it over and they by force. And like especially like when you look at like you know Africans or in this case African Americans, like why is America mad when like they brought them over here? And matter of fact, Native Americans were here first, and so were blacks. There was blacks here. Like,
and I want to say something. I want to speak to your fans real quick. And anybody who's listening, even if it's your first time ever watching, first of all, subscribe to this man's channel. This guy's amazing.
Thank you. I'm all right.
But
I'm
man,
okay.
check it out, man. Ask yourself, in America, how come we cheer for the black athletes? We love us some Denzel Washington. You know, we eat at the black restaurants. But anytime someone black speaks out, it is shut the fuck up. That's how come. And ask yourself that. Ask yourself why you don't care. Ask yourself when you're so tempted to say, "But all lives matter," that you're only saying
that
because
is some bullshit
just
too.
the word black. Hey, hold on a second. That the word black is so intimidating to them. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself that. And if you're real with yourself, if you ain't a freaking liar, be real with yourself. If you have issues with black people, if you're frustrated, or if you just don't understand, man, there's groups out there to help you. Go find a multicultural, interdenominational church.
Have you ever
know
seen
what I mean?
American History X?
I have seen that movie. Yeah, I own it on DVD. Yeah.
Remember when you know like he would be in that laundry room, and you know what I'm saying, and then it was that one dude, like it was probably the only black person he ever spoke to in his life, and just like you know what I mean, like you know, that's what it takes too. It's like he was
conversation is so important.
Exactly, communication.
So important. I have a cousin, and I'm not gonna go saying their name, but I have a cousin who used to hang out with a lot of skinheads down in Florida. I have a cousin of mine, and he done some very horrible things. And I'll be real with you, man. That was one of the most difficult discussions I heard horrible things that person had told me. Okay. Yeah. But here's the thing. When are we? And when I say we, I'm not talking about black folks. I'm talking about white people and other folks as well too. When are we going to step on the front line with our brothers and sisters and have those behind the closed doors conversations that don't require a like button on a damn social media page? When are we going to have those conversations that are make a difference in someone's life?
Yeah, and
are we going to have those conversations?
I like
and here's the thing. Now is the time. Now is the time. The revolution is right now. The 60s are right now. They're right now. When are we going to have those damn conversations? You know what I mean? It starts now. And here's the thing. My cousin, he ain't like that no more. He ain't a perfect man, but you know, I love him very much. He ain't like that no more.
Hey, man, he might be a perfect example of somebody who came around, like, you know what I mean?
People can change, bro. But and I'll be real with you. Check it out. My great-grandfather, you know, supposedly he was a hardcore racist. Some family members even say he was in the Klan down in Florida.
Damn.
I'll keep it real with you. I'm going to bear my dirty laundry right quick. You know what I'm saying? On his deathbed, he had a Jamaican nurse. He was dying. He had a black nurse. He was doing hospice for him, right?
Yeah.
Begged her for forgiveness. Begged her. I am sorry. Now, obviously, I wasn't alive or on this earth, so I am going off of what family members have told me. But I've heard this from at least 3 or 4 family members.
Well, he knew his wrongdoing.
Knew he was wrong.
He had spent his whole life being misguided.
When we're all going to stand before Christ on Judgment Day, okay? And I want to take and say this, and that includes me, man. I'm not perfect, man. I have other things. A lot of things I'm working on. But racism is also a sin, okay? So you look at the predominantly
I definitely can say that that's not a sin that you've ever committed.
But check, hold on a second. Let's stay on topic. So when racism. I thought you were talking about like cussing. I'm like, wait, what?
No. Racism is definitely not a.
Definitely not me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely not me. Sorry, but
I want to preface this because you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, because you're one hell of a guy, my man Doug Smith.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
The blacksmith, even. You know what I'm saying? Just forging the sword to swing against oppression. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, we got to do it, and we got to do it together, man. But here's the thing. We're all going to face God, man. And, you know, when you have people like, oh, the Confederate flag is not heritage. I'm sorry, it's not hate. It's heritage. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. a lot of those people who died during the Confederate War and throughout who support that cause, God is going to take and ask them, and He knows our deepest, darkest secrets, man. He's going to take and ask them, why did you hate my creation? Why did you not keep my commandments and love thy neighbor? Why? And you know what? Heritage, not hate, ain't going to be good enough for. I'm not God, but it ain't going to be good enough for it. You know what I'm saying? So anybody listening, if you have deep hatred in your heart, man, listen, there's hope. You can change. There's a website I want to take and put out there. It's called Life After Hate. It's a website that takes and helps people hate groups. It's a real website, yeah.
Do you fuck with Joe Rogan at all?
Heavy. Yeah,
Love
I
Joe
rock
Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Dude, I can't remember the guy's name, but he has this black journalist that came on, and he actively converts these white supremacists on his side. You know. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Daryl.
Yeah, that is his name.
Daryl. All right. So anybody's listening? It's a black dude who goes to Klan rallies, and he has those difficult conversations. And he's been called horrible, like other black folks call him Uncle Tom. But here's the thing. He has got over 30 people to leave the Klan. He's got over 30 people to leave.
Like high-ranking guys.
High-rank Imperial wizards.
He has them send them their robes, he holds them as trophies because he's doing the real work. Like he's in
the trenches.
You know, the same exactly. Yes, I love that. The same way you have goddamn these white supremacists.
Yeah.
Sending infiltrators, like putting out pallets of bricks where protesters are meeting up for rallies. Like, this is some fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like,
it is.
He's doing the opposite. Or actually, he's doing the same thing, but he's on the same line, but the opposite end, where he's infiltrating these white supremacist organizations, and he's actively, bringing them, into the fold and turning them around and changing their ideology because they're completely wrong.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's one of those things, man. And his name's Daryl Davis. I looked at him.
Daryl Davis, Double D.
Yeah, and check it out. Look up, just type in Daryl Davis on Netflix, guys. He currently has a documentary. Yeah, it's called like Under the Hood or something like that. But type in Daryl Davis, it should pop right up, man.
I hate that people try to villainize him like he's some kind of coon and shit. Bro, this guy's doing the real work. He's risking his life.
Yes. And for all the white folks out there, man, and we got to realize, let's take it back to the 60s real quick, is that why was civil rights... Because here's the thing. Black people were fighting way before, you know what I mean? Like, there started to be an uprising in the 40s, you know what I mean? Like... But it was in the 60s when a bunch of white folks, they I think, I want to say from up north, they had went down to Mississippi and their buses got bombed. Yeah. And then the media covered it, just like they're doing with George Floyd, right? They covered it, okay? And then you're seeing not just black people bleeding and dying with flames around them, but also white people. And now they're like, oh, that's the thing. White people, it's like Chris Long of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah,
I want to say
shout out to Chris Long.
Yeah, man.
Former Patriot as well.
I would even argue that his voice was more powerful or just as powerful as Colin Kaepernick because he is a white guy and people are going to be able to relate to another white person. It's like Eminem being the greatest rapper. There's other better rappers than Eminem.
Hold on. I don't know about the greatest. But...
Hold on. No. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I don't want to veer off. You're right.
But so, have those conversations. Hold yourself accountable. So basically everything I'm saying right now is that, hey, we can make the change, but black people can't do it alone anymore. They can't.
Not even anymore. They never were able to because of their pigeonholed.
Yeah.
And listen, as a minority myself, you know what I mean? Like, how about this? So God rest his soul, my Ninong Joe, my godfather, you know what I'm saying? He's a 6'5" African American, and he came from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? And then he moved out west. Like you said, there was a pilgrimage with black folks leaving the South. So he moved out west to where I'm from, San Jose, California, because it was a young, thriving city. You know what I'm saying? Just free thinking as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And like when my pops came from the Philippines in '78, went to Frisco. And by 83, he found himself in San Jose, California, under that same pretense. You know, just this young, thriving city. And then I was born, and our neighbor was my Ninong Joe, my godfather Joe. You know what I'm saying? And like he got murdered in 1993. I was like 9 years old or 8 years old. Right?
I'm sorry.
But my memories of him was always telling me, Jay, because they call me Jay because I'm a junior. He'd always be like, Jay, you're not black, but they're gonna call you an N-word. You know what I mean? He was like, they're gonna treat you the same way. And you know what he would always say? But we ain't no N-words. You know what I mean? He would always say that, like, and it resonated with me for life. Like how there's these ignorant people out there, like, because we're not white, like, and it's ancestral. You know what I mean? Like it's through bloodlines. Like there's a lot of these motherfuckers, they're really, it's in their bloodline to hate. But like you said, people can change, and like, you know what I mean? Changing the narrative is hard, especially with social media. But like, I will say that there is only room for growth, and if we can make a change for these people, these racist motherfuckers, and to change, and if they don't change, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, shut the fuck up, because now you've seen the full force of what America is built on. America is built on immigrants. Motherfuckers, y'all is immigrants. Y'all weren't originated here. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Y'all just claim the fame. You know what I'm saying? When I say y'all, I'm not referring to you. I'm just talking about, these racist motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, being a first generation born Filipino American, where my parents came from somewhere, and they had to deal with shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that, like, my dad, like, I remember my dad used to be like, people used to ask him, do you know karate? The motherfucker's not even Chinese. Like, how ignorant is that? Like, or not Chinese or Japanese, or just how ignorant was that comment in general? You know what I mean? Just like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, but like, I am fortunate to have been born and raised in the east side of San Jose, and I still reside here. And like, we are a true melting pot. Like, the Caucasians are the minorities where I'm from. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are few over here. You know what I mean? Where it's like, and it's just sad. Like, it's sad that, like, I mean, that you said, like, slavery 150 years ago. It's not that long ago. So, like, even me being from a young, thriving city, I emphasize the word young. We're a young city. Like, there's still going to be motherfuckers that are with the old fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like, And you know what, too? It does trickle down from the top. And I'm not a political motherfucker by any means, but I will say, God damn it, don't reelect this piece of shit. Or, you know what I mean? Because this guy, like, look at that piece of shit who murdered in cold blood George Floyd. He had a hat that said "Make America White Again." Like, he was a Trump supporter to the fullest. Like, this piece of shit Trump. And he's not even from the South. He's not even a Confederate. He's from New York. Like, these motherfuckers exist everywhere. It ain't a regional thing. This is a United States thing. That these are racist motherfuckers that are birthing their lineage to carry on their fuck shit. You know what I mean? And you know what, dude? Is us as content creators having a platform. Big as it is, or not, or small as it doesn't matter. We're gonna speak our voices. Fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not standing for this shit over here at the GMM network. You're not standing for this shit.
Likewise.
At Touchdowns with Doug Smith. This is just something that we're all dealing with as a human race. I actually thought with this Corona shit, I used to relate the Corona shit to like a goddamn like a sci-fi movie. Where, like, you remember in the sci-fi movie, like, you ever seen Independence Day?
With Will Smith,
So the aliens, they come through, and then we have to band together as humankind, right? Because we have a common enemy. So with Corona, I was like, you know what? This is the first time in American history, modern day history, that we all are dealing with some shit on a global level, right? And then America, I don't even want to say rears its ugly face again because it's always ugly. You know what I mean? It just reminds everyone, listen, you know what I mean? And now, the outrage is to the max.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that it doesn't go unheard, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I really hope and pray that some change happens. And to be honest, dog, with the people who run policy, in this case, Trump, and I happen to believe Trump is a fucking drug addict, bibic, or what do they call him? Bigot.
Oh, big. Yeah.
I said bibic. I've had a few. He's a fucking bigot, and he should fucking eat shit and die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm burned out, man. I only have news in my house, man. I only have news in my house. It's to the point where it's draining, man. I have National Geographic. Well, I actually got rid of cable, but when I did have cable before the NFL draft, I was like, after the NFL draft, I'm done. But
bro, I'm steady trying to get my girl to quit cable because she's so old school. And I'm like, man, we just get YouTube TV. YouTube, give me my name.
Yeah, man. And you know what's crazy, man? I had what the hell you call it? Yeah, I had National Geographic, Animal Planet, Discovery Network.
Love it.
And ESPN, NFL Network. That's all I had. That's all I had.
You want to know what's my favorite thing in this past year? All my information, all my isms. You know what I'm saying? I get it from content creators like yourself and myself. I just tune into all the people that I trust because I trust the people. Power to the people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody be woke. They want to sleep. And what is sleep? It's the cousin of death. They literally want to kill us. Let's all be awake. Let's all be aware.
Yeah.
My man Doug Smith.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a pleasure, bro. This is only the beginning.
Yes. And hey, man. Once I get my recording audio thing we were talking about earlier, man, I'm gonna have you on the Touchdown with Doug Smith, man.
Man. I'm gonna love it, bro.
I'm gonna have you on, man.
Mr. Dink needs to make an appearance because I know the Touchdown with Doug Smith is very expensive. Very expensive.
Hey, for you, my friend, is for free.
I do have free in my name, you know what I mean? And I do want to say one of my favorite sayings is, if it's free, it's for me. And you know what I mean? And this freedom thing that America tends to like throw around, let's really mean it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Let's really fucking mean it. Doug, before we sew up, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let them know where they can find you again, because your content is can't miss material. And I would feel irresponsible. The same way I would feel irresponsible if we didn't touch on these matters. And I'm glad Drew Brees is a fucking idiot, because it was a great segue to talk about these issues. But you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
My man, Douglas Smith. Let him know.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. So everybody, please go to YouTube, okay? Like my man said earlier, the link will be down in the description. It's called The Touchdown with Doug Smith. We got sketch comedy on there. We got different observations and different things going on around the league that I'm discussing. It's bold, it's unbiased, it's funny, and it's real. Real fun, too. You're going to love it. I try to drop 2 videos a week, but it's called The Touchdown with Doug Smith on YouTube. Please hit that like button on Facebook. All right, follow me on Facebook. If you're not one who's on YouTube all the time, you can go on there. I do drop my videos on there. And so we got that there. I am on TikTok. It's just at The Touchdown. That's it. Just at The Touchdown. And then Instagram, I am on there as well, too.
What's your dance? You got a are you doing a Dougie?
Oh,
you should do the Dougie.
Man, hey, when you come on my show, we're going to talk about a time in college where someone had me do the Dougie.
Nice.
Nice. That's the next time. And then on Instagram, it's The Touchdown with Doug Smith. So basically, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it's just The Touchdown with Doug Smith. And then TikTok, it's just The Touchdown by itself. So, but yeah, man, holler at me. Stay in touch with me, guys. I do interact with my fans. I try to respond to just about everybody in the comment section as well, too. Also, as well, I do take and have my Cash App on there as well too. If you want to take and donate to the cause, man, go ahead and donate. It's Touchdowndoug. Yeah, Touchdowndoug, I believe it is. But yeah, the link that will be in one of my videos.
TDD.
Yeah, man, holler at me. So, but anyway, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not active. I'm not active at all. So I think I got like 3 videos.
I'm actually actively trying to be more active on Twitter. I'm actually like learning Twitter slowly.
It frustrates me.
It's so slow. Like, I mean, not slow. It's like I can't understand it. I'm trying for the life of me. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to watch a tutorial or something.
Yeah,
I remember when I learned how to retweet, I was telling all my homies, like, tweet shit so I can retweet it. I'm like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But dude, man, it's been such a pleasure on this show, man. God bless you, bro, and you and all your loved ones. Be safe during this time. Thank you so much for watching, man. And make sure you subscribe to this man's channel. Shouts out to him. This dude's a genius, man. He's building a freaking empire over there in the Bay Area.
I'm okay.
Man, he's being modest. He's being modest.
Yeah. Yes, but I am a mad scientist, evil genius. Yes, I love it. Not quite so much evil, but just yes, more like Dr. Evil, because he was actually a good guy at heart. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yes, but man, Doug.
Yes, sir.
Man, hell of a pleasure again, man.
Likewise.
It's gonna be epic, man. I can't wait.
First of many more.
Oh yeah, this is only the beginning. Playmakers, y'all know what time it is. Y'all be safe. Hey man, also Doug, man, God bless you and your fam.
Likewise, fam.
Just be safe out there in this madness. You know what I mean? And man, just nothing but praise and nothing but hopes and glory for the Touchdown with Doug Smith channel.
Hey.
Yes.
All right, man. Peace out, man.
For sure, brother. Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.